Yo, what's up, everybody? We got game number 1 of the Club Wars. Let's go! Yo, another day of Club Wars, the third series of the week. We have Exotic French on the left. We have Enigma on the right. So, whenever we watch all the games, we're going to make sure to watch from Exotic French's point of view. Exotic French here, Enigma here at all times, just to make it easier for everybody in chat. And yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day. We got some nice comps. We have Riken and Drakash, so Shiznix is liking the Riken over the Rays or even the Mastion and Volcrane. Also, we got Naga, we got the Monkey, so we have two melees with the Giles here, Giles and the Monkey for the synergy. We have Nidrasil. Cernif does pretty well against a lot of different teams. The Cernif, Kinu, and Nidrasil for the triple nature. Triple nature is pretty good overall, so normally if you're going to run Cernif and Kinu, you want that third nature. And Shiznix decides on the Nidrasil. Lenda, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. On here on side, we have a pretty, I would say like a control win comp from back in the old days. Still really, really strong. And with the addition of Wolfie, yeah, Wolfie is just so strong for securing kills, keeping Tems on the field that you want to be able to kill. So if you can get a Tem that is bad against wins on the field and stood on the field, you can pretty much just bring in your wins, get your turbos off, get your controls all up, and start killing and wreaking havoc on everybody. So the first ban is Cernif's on Shiznix's side, and on Huron side it's going to be Tuvine. So Tuvine is going to be able to do well against the Nidra and against the Naga. So I'm assuming because it was a ban on the Tuvine, the only thing that can really do extremely well against Naga is going to be the Wolfie and the Giles. So this might be a Naga pickup. If he picks up the Naga, okay, so one thing to think about is he has double fire, so a lot of people, they ban out the water against double fire, right? When they have double fire. Well, if he's going to be picking Naga with whatever else is on his side, he's not going to be able to pick up the Yukama, so Yukama is going to be the second ban most likely here. So what I'm assuming is because he wants Naga here, he's going to be banning the Tuvine, bringing in the Naga, and then picking something that makes Yukama not be able to be put in. And then if Yukama's not picked, it's going to be banned here. I think that's the strategy Shiznix is using for the pick and ban. So it goes with Naga Nidrasil. I think it's just trying to keep the Yukama out, and he does decide on the Wolfie. So Volar and Wolfie was very, very popular in the first couple weeks of the game. You typically would trap whatever unit you wanted to kill with your Volar with a Feather Gatling and a Hyperkinetic Strike on turn 2, and then Wolfie can still use Plagues on the second turn on whatever other Tem it wants to kill. In this case, the Plague is going to be used to attack Naga's slot on turn 1, so he's going to want something that can tank it. So if Huron Crane wants to, he can actually ban the Giles so that Plague is useful, except for on the Kinu. So he can kind of force a Kinu switch in instead of a Giles switch in, which Giles can also pressure on the next turn after. But he does decide to go on the Kinu just because it's going, like, Kinu is just, it's Kinu, right? Like, protector buff's really good, and it's extremely annoying playing against that kind of stuff. But the second ban is Whiplump for the AoE, and Huron does get Yukama. So having Yukama against a double fire matchup and a monkey, it's kind of rough. Some people would say, like, ban Yukama and let him have Whiplump, but with the Grandpa and Whiplump, it's kind of hard to choose which one to ban, either Whiplump or Yukama, right? Because Grandpa Whiplump is just so strong when it's set up, it's almost like you just guarantee a win on the game, so pretty hard choice in my opinion. I would say due to Yukama being picked up, I want to say this is favorable for Huron, for sure. Since now he has to pick either Drakash or he has to pick Sizemunch in order to... he has to pick Naga or Sizemunch. Which is both weak to water, and Yukama's speed, the Aquatic Whirlwind pretty much shuts it down completely. So instead of picking the Kinu for Huron, he does decide on picking the Gyalis. I think the main reason for this point is because he wants to try to get a Toxic Plume on the Gyalis or any heavy attackers, and also he needs some sort of crystal to be able to deal with the Naga. He only has Plague from Volphy. So we have our teams locked in. Shiznix versus Huron Crane for game number 1. And Huron Crane is starting with the Volarin Volphy. And we have Shiznix starting off with the Naga and the Yggdrasil. So I want to say in this startup, Huron definitely has the better start, if I had to pick. And I think his team is also really strong overall, Huron's team. Yukama is going to be able to do extremely well against the Double Fires and the Gyalis. A lot of people have been running the Doppelganger Gyalis, so Gyalis can also kill the opponent's Gyalis pretty well. Due to that though, with people running the Gyalis Doppelganger, it's allowing people to run more speed to try to make sure they're faster than the opposing Gyalis, to where it's kind of speed creeping into like an attack speed kind of situation, or they're using Raise or some sort of Tem like Raiken to use King's Roar to try to get the speed down before they actually go off to try to kill the Gyalis with Doppelganger. Yeah, what's up, Rescue? So yeah, within the setup, they also have Yukama to be able to use Turbo. If Yukama uses Turbo onto the Grandpa, it can also set up a type of tsunami damage increase as well. So, but there is no Whiplum to keep freeze control and to be able to deal with the Yggdrasil. The only thing that's going to be able to deal with Yggdrasil extremely well is going to be the Grandpa and the Volarin, and that is pretty easy to do with the speed that they normally have. But here we go. Naga is going to be using the Madness buff on turn 1. In this spot, it's pretty good, mainly because you get Plague to deal less damage, but hopefully it doesn't do 37%. We'll see here. Oh, it brings it down to 1 HP! Okay, so we're starting. So Naga goes down to 1 HP, but it is trapped, which means it's most likely going to die on turn 1. So what he can do, actually... Okay, what he can do is... If he Psy Surges Volarin slot, it's not going to be able... It should die, right? With Madness buff and a -1 special defense, Psy Surge should be able to kill Volarin on this turn. Or... Oh wait, there's no way he kills Volphy here, right? Volphy doesn't die to a Toxic Ink. Is there any way that Volphy can die to Yggdrasil? I don't think there is, right? All it has is Toxic Ink, unless it has Narcoleptic, maybe? Unless it has Narcoleptic, right? And then it dies to the Poison Tick? I don't know. I don't even think it does enough damage. So Psy Surge is going to come through. It goes onto the Volphy and not the Volarin. So it does kill the Volphy. Oh, and Hypnosis goes off on the Volarin! Oh, no, no, no! Okay, so with 1 HP Naga, all they have to do is focus 1 slot. This Hypnosis is huge. So, Psy Surge is going to be back up for Volarin to be able to kill the Volarin before it's able to attack. It's actually just a 2v1. As long as he can double into this slot here and kill whatever comes in, he's set. He's good. So right here, if he Beta Bursts into the Naga slot, or into the Guile slot, and then he uses whatever attack here with Nidrasil. He can use Toxic Ink. He can use whatever it may be. I'm not positive if Gaialis dies here. The only way Gaialis dies here to the attack is if he's not HP, if he's attack speed or some sort of attack speed variant with not full HP. Then Beta Burst might have a chance to be able to kill Gaialis here. Because Double Gash is going to come through, it's going to get the kill. If he doesn't want to deal damage, like what chat's saying, they're saying that Lullaby and Bark Shield could be used. It can strengthen the Nidrasil so that Gaialis can't get any kills. But that's not what is going to happen. And on this turn, it's going to be a Riken switch in. And it's going to be a Lullaby. Wow. Okay, so he doesn't even use the Bark Shield. He just brings in the Riken here. Keeping Naga in. Lullaby being used. Psysurge being back up. Guys, imagine if this Riken was Mastion. Oh my god, dude. So Meteor Swarm is going to come through. And now he can switch out the Naga. Meteor Swarm comes through and he can switch out the Naga if he wants to. Or he can just Psysurge. Psysurge alone, I think, kills Valorant. Just because of the -1 special defense with the +2 special attack. And with Meteor Swarm, it will guarantee a kill on Valorant. So now it's like, if he's going to sack the Naga here, can he sack the Naga here? I think he can. But the problem is... Okay, he needs Valorant to kill Nidrasil. He needs Yukama to kill Riken and Drakash. Okay? The Gaialis is going to be a slight problem if he sacks here with Naga. He can switch out Naga and Meteor Swarm. And bring in Drakash. But now it's a 50-50 flip for Huron. If he switches in Drakash and uses Meteor Swarm, Hellfire will be up next turn, so if he doesn't bring in Yukama for the Valorant slot, it's going to be trouble. But if Naga stays in and Psysurges, and there's no punishment towards him because he's using a double switch, now it's really bad. So Valorant does get swapped out. It goes into Yukama, so if he does do a switch with the... Wait, he didn't switch. Oh no, he needs Yukama to kill the fires! Gaialis goes down to 40% with War Drum. Hook kick onto Naga, just in case. Wow. Okay, so Yukama is super low. With Yukama being so low, if Yukama dies, Riken and Drakash are just gonna win the game. So Aquatic Whirlwind is live. Nidrasil was brought in. He can allergic spread here and switch out the Riken. And Yukama has to switch out, otherwise it dies, and then both fires are going to wreak havoc for the rest of the game. This is rough. Yukama has low HP. Yukama is like kind of like the deciding factor of the game, right? Nothing. Aquatic Whirlwind comes through. Riken stays in. So it's gonna eat this. Brings it down to 1 HP! Calculations are real, bro! Crystal Bite going off into Riken to deal that rest of that 1% HP, and then Allergic Spread goes off. Getting the poison ticks onto Gyalis. It's gonna be 2 ticks, so it's gonna live with 3% HP after these ticks. Yukama goes down, and now it's going to be Grandpa, Volarin, and Gyalis against the Drakash, Gyalis, and Nidrasil. Grandpa has Wind Burst. Volarin has all of its moves up. He wants to bring in Gyalis if it's Volarin, and he wants to bring in Drakash if it's Grandpa. Nice! So he did get the Gyalis switch in. Yo, this is looking pretty good, but it is close. Remember, Toxic Plume can go off this turn so that Gyalis has less attack. And Nidrasil still has the answers, right? Grandpa and Volarin are going to do really well against Nidrasil. But I think the main problem isn't the Nidrasil. The main problems are going to be Gyalis and Drakash. So right here, I'm pretty sure he swaps out Nidrasil. Man, I think he has to Hypno the Volarin with Nidrasil. And double gash the Gyalis slot. And hopefully he's faster. If Shizunik has a faster Gyalis, he can double gash. And I'm pretty sure Gyalis dies. I'm pretty sure double gash does like 20% HP. Without Doppelganger. If it has Doppel, it definitely kills. So here we go. Feather Gatling coming through. Onto the Gyalis slot. Oh yeah, it's pretty much HP attack. Usually when it takes that much from it. Hook kick comes through, so no speed. And double gash comes through, getting the kill on the Gyalis. Doppelganger is active on it as well. And then Hypnosis onto Volarin. So yeah, this is kind of what he had to do, right? Grandpa comes in, can only Wind Burst, remember. So now that Volarin is asleep, now the decision is, do you kill the Grandpa here, or do you kill the Volarin? I think you want to kill the Volarin, but you can't, because Drakash isn't in. Like, you're not going to be able to kill Volarin this turn with Crystal Bite, and also Wind Burst is coming through onto Gyalis, so all you can do is Sharp Stab. Because Grandpa, when they have control Grandpa, it has max speed. And there's no way he's going to beat the max speed Grandpa when he couldn't beat the Gyalis in the hook kick versus double gash war. If Gyalis was faster and didn't take the hook kick, I think it would have been better. It's close. It's really close. Wind Burst, no bully, no special attack. I don't know. If it's special attack, it uses Hypoxia, and Gyalis is faster, right? If it's control, does Wind Burst kill with no special attack? I guess that's the question you have to ask yourself. Gyalis is almost max HP, if not max HP with attack. So, Crystal Bite comes in first, so this is the Hypoxia, right? Yep. So, this is the special attacking Grandpa, and it does bring down the Gyalis. Toxic Ink comes through onto Grandpa. 25.3. It lives with 1 HP, doesn't it? Wait, guys. I think it's going to tick up. I think Toxic Ink actually kills it here. All he can do is use Mud Shower, right? Yo, Pipe, thanks for the follow. And Enigma Pulsar, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. So right here, I'm assuming you just kill the Nidrasil. Wait, you can kill Drakash right now. Yeah, just kill the Drakash right now. You just Tornado Hyperkinetic Strike into the Drakash. Once it's dead, you can just have a Volarin versus Nidrasil matchup. And Volarin wins that. Yep, Hyperkinetic into the Drakash, bringing it down to 33%, and Tornado should definitely do the rest of the work. Yep, bringing down the Drakash, now it's double wind against the Nidrasil. Dang. Yo, what a really good game, man. Whew, that Narc hit did quite a bit. Wait, that's actually good to know. If anybody doesn't know, that means, I mean, I guess I don't want to spoil TVs too much, but I mean, I already said it. Knowing that Narc hit did that much, it means it's, it doesn't have full HP. Or much HP at all. Yeah. Yo, that was a really good game. Yo, Shiznix came out with like the perfect spreads on 2 different attacks. But Huron Crane just had like overall the better pick ban in my opinion. And just had like all of the counters that he needed and played them well against whatever Tem Shiznix had, whether it was on the bench or on the field at the time. He made sure he had the wins against the Nidrasil at the end. He made sure to get the kills as needed on the fires. He made sure to get the Aquatic Whirlwind onto the Raiken. I think the only thing Shiznix maybe could have switched up was maybe switching out the Raiken into the Gaialis so that if he did use Aquatic Whirlwind, he would have double fire at the end. But other than that, I don't really see anything else that he could have done. And even then, Huron could have won. So Huron takes game number 1. GG. All right, everybody. Game number 2. We have Exotic French versus Enigma. Setsuka versus Huron. Again, we are going to have Exotic French on the left side and Huron Crane on the right side. Or, sorry, Enigma on the right side. Keeping it the same. Making sure nothing is confusing on understanding who and what club member is whose. On this set, we're seeing Setsuka's team, the creator, by the way, of the special attack Grandpa build that Huron Crane is running right now. So, Huron Crane taking some, taking some notes on Setsuka and getting a very, very strong new build for Grandpa that kind of did really strong last game against, man, come on, words. Shiznix teams. I couldn't think of the word. I'm sorry. So thinking about the first ban here, the first ban is 2-Vine. So a second time 2-Vine's getting banned, or 2-Vine is getting banned. So pretty interesting. Usually people ban out Volarin over 2-Vine. So it's pretty interesting that people are banning 2-Vine. Well, I guess Exotic French prefers banning 2-Vine over Volarin. Just thinking about the ban here. Is banning Lawali. So, I think instead of 2-Vine, I would have really liked a Kinu ban here. Skunch could have been able to do a lot of work this game, I think. Because it's his only mental. But honestly, there's a lot of ways to deal with the Kinu. Whenever Kinu stays into Beta Burst, it's actually pretty good for the opposing player. Especially when it gets baited, where he Beta Burst and then switches out the Skunch or the Size Munch. Hitting Beta Burst on anything when you don't have special attack, 23 stamina is a lot of stamina for Kinu. That's an extra Revitalize or even a Stonewall or even a Swap-In that you're not getting for the game. It kind of loses control overall in the game, unless you're in a really like good winning state where you can just kind of spam Beta Burst to get kills, getting the extra chip damage for your other Tems to kill. Alright, so here I'm kind of running the Volarin Yukama. Yo, HCan, what's good? What's good? Alright, so Mix and Volphy being the choices. Volphy is a pretty good pick against the Yukama. It definitely does a lot of damage. And if he decides to Plague and Energy Manipulation, depending on the speeds, Yukama won't even be able to Water Cannon. So I think definitely a really good counter pick for Setsuka here. And Scunch is going to be the next ban. He knows that, okay, so a lot of times on the second ban, Kinu is normally the second ban. On Huron's team, however, they know how strong Grandpa with Whiplump is. So there is a good chance that he could ban out the Whiplump or the Grandpa here. But we do know it's not Control Grandpa, so this isn't actually as strong as you think it would be. It's still strong, it's still really strong, but it's not like the crazy Hypnosis, like freezing comp that everybody runs. But if it does get the turbo off onto Whiplump, it still will be able to do that. It's just not as strong due to not having Hyperkinetic Strike in order to gain more damage with the Bully Hyperkinetic Strike that normally happens when you get the lead from this. So Kinu being brought in and Kinu being banned on Huron's side. So very good ban for Huron Crane, banning out the Scunch, making sure that he's not going to have the mental damage. So he almost knew Kinu was going to get banned if he picked Vulran and Yukama, and he was prepared for it. Gaialis and Calibus with Gaialis and Grandpa coming in. So Setsuka versus Huron, game number 2. Huron bringing in the Vulran Yukama dynamic duo from the Tukma patch, and Mix Volphy onto Setsuka's side. So like I was saying, Energy Manipulation, depending on the speed of the Mix, Energy Manipulation with Plague should be able to do enough to kill Yukama, and not let Yukama be able to attack. So in this slot, he's most likely going to have to switch out the Yukama in order to deal with the Plague and the Energy Manipulation, and I think most likely the best Tem to do that is going to be Gaialis here. But another thing to think about is if he decides to do that, another 3 prio is going to be able to, like 2-3 prios again are going to be able to attack Gaialis again and most likely get a kill with Plague and Spike. So he has to find a way to be able to get a kill on one of these Tems, and I think the answer will most likely be a Feather Galling in a Mix's slot so that Sharp Stabs can kill. Then it's going to debate on if Mix lives and has enough HP and defense to be able to live a Feather Gatling with a Sharp Stab in order to make sure the Gaialis doesn't die to a double in here. I think that's kind of the only thing Huron can do without losing a Tem in this trade. That's the only way I'm seeing it, I guess. See, if he wants to, instead of Energy Manipulation, he can just Spike. Well, it doesn't matter because Sharp Stab's gonna go off before the Mix and the Volphy, though. So I guess just to make sure he gets extra damage on the Gaialis with Plague and Spike then, instead of Energy Manipulation to save mana. So Volphy does get switched out, probably assuming the Yukama is gonna be swapped. Yeah, and the Yukama swaps. Something to think about that we just saw there. Volphy is faster than the Yukama. Spike goes off into the Vulran, doing a little over 40% HP. So that means that is a tanky Yukama. Yeah, Feather Galling in a mix with the Gaialis, making sure that the Sharp Stabs might be able to kill. With this Kinu buff though, it doesn't kill. Mix is going to be able to live a Sharp Stabs, guaranteed. But it did less than 30%. He can Feather Gatling with a Sharp Stab. He has the +1 speed, so this is going to be able to kill the Mix here. I don't think this is a Puppet Master. Now it depends on, does this have Rock Shield, and can it live a Sharp Stab? It doesn't even matter about Sharp Stab, honestly. He can literally click Crystal Bite here. He can Feather Gatling, Crystal Bite, and the Feather Gatling is going to do, what is it, 28.5, bringing it down to 43%, and then Crystal Bite 190% kills this mix. Yo, Nancy, thanks for the follow. I think it might live the Sharp Stab if it has Rock Shield. So then the question is, with +1, Rock Shield, HP, and defense like it has, right? Is Kinu fast? And if it is, because he knows it's a tankier Gaialis with a little bit of speed, maybe 100 speed, is this Kinu faster than Gaialis to be able to revitalize the mix in time? Now I believe that's the question. Because he would be brought down to 43. Revitalize goes off from 43, right? Goes to 68. It might live. Kinu being swapped out. This mix has to swap out too, right? It's not eating a Crystal Bite. Oh, it's eating a Crystal Bite! Oh, no, it's not! The mind games, dude! Setsuka stayed in because he thought it was too obvious of a play to Crystal Spike it, or to Crystal Bite it. And now Crystal Bite's down, which means Mix can go ham, dude. Calibus coming in, eating the Crystal Bite. Oh, man. %190% of the time, it works every time. Alright, so with Calibus here, I'm trying to think of like what exactly it gets done. He does have Dust Vortex on Volpy. Monka, What if he could humiliating slap the Gaialis? So that Gaialis, if it has Doppelganger, Crystal Bite kills Gaialis here. I'm just trying to think of stuff. I don't actually know what's going to be used. But Mix decides to get switched out for the Kinu, getting the buff onto Calibus. Play coming in onto the Calibus, doing pretty good amount of damage actually. Handcuffing it down, getting exhausted. Hook kick coming on through onto the Kinu slot. Kinu has snare. Snare in the Gaialis with whatever it had. We're gonna see what it had. It most likely, it either had double screen. I think it was double screen from last game. So take it off the double screen. Toxicant going through onto the Volpy. And it did quite a bit of damage to where another Toxicant would kill, but I don't think Calibus lives another Crystal Bite Plague, so... Tanky Calibus is here, man. He still doesn't know if his Kinu is faster than the Gaialis, though. I mean, he should, but we don't know, because we don't know this. We haven't seen an attack onto Setsuka's Kinu yet. So we don't know who's faster. So he's just using it to get buffs off right at the moment. So Hook Kick is down, which means Volpy is free. This should be... That's a push. Pushing off the Toxic. Drill Calibus! Crystal Bite onto Volpy, so Setsuka's getting some really good value from this. Oh! The Strangle, bro! The Strangle Dust Vortex, that's what he's gonna try to do. It doesn't work though. He has Grandpa and Volarin to switch into. Should be a Voleran switch in for free, right? Calibus has to stay in. See, okay. This Strangle's a little weird because Giles already has low stamina. It most likely wasn't going to overexert. I don't know if I like that Strangle there. I don't think it actually benefited him. Yeah, Plague onto Volphy, this makes a lot of sense. This also shows that Volphy is faster than the enemy Volphy. So now the Volphy is locked down. Voleran came in, so now the Voleran can use Hyperkinetic to get this last kill onto Volphy as well. So Hyperkinetic, definitely the play here. Calibus can't do much. If Volphy attacks on Huron side, it's going to kill itself. But it's going to die anyways. So I think he's okay with that. I would say Hyperkinetic onto Setsuka's Volphy. And then Plague the Calibus slot for Huron. Killing his own Volphy, just because Calibus is most likely going to Toxic Ink or Strangle the Voleran here. I think if Setsuka thinks Volphy's going to overexert Plague, you should definitely Strangle the Voleran or switch out into a... Wait, he shouldn't switch out, because Volphy is going to die. Because Volphy's going to die, he can bring in Mix, he can bring in Giles, he can bring in whatever he wants that he thinks that will be able to deal with whatever is brought in from the Volphy death. So Huron might as well get Plague damage onto the Calibus and trap it so that it's dead next turn. Oh, he doesn't! Plague goes off first before Volphy! That means Voleran used Feather Gatling. Or it rested. I don't know what happened. This had to have been a timeout. Did he DC? He had to have DC'd. Wait, what happened? That had to have been a DC, guys. Alright, well, Hyperkinetic Strike coming into the Volphy. He rested the turn. He had 100% stamina. There's no way, right? That had to have been... Hypoxia coming in on the Mix. Make sure it doesn't go under 40, and it doesn't. Alright, really, really good play there. I believe Huron Crane DC'd last turn because he would have 100% used an attack. There's no reason for him not to. And if he DC'd, it's not really his fault. I mean, he still, I think, has an okay grasp of the game. Yukama isn't going to be able to do much besides maybe Turbo into the Grandpa, but that's kind of it. I think if Yukama gets a Turbo onto Grandpa, Grandpa is going to be able to carry this game with Hypoxias and Tornadoes. But he still has to deal with this mix. Yeah, we'll ask about it next game. I have a feeling it was a DC. Because there's 0% chance Voleran should ever not click Feather Gatling or something. Voleran tried swapping. Tornado goes off in a Mix. Oh, this doesn't kill! Oh no, dude. This is 100% Setsuka game. 100% Setsuka game. There's no, like, unless Setsuka completely throws this game, No way he loses. There's no way. He only has Tsunami. Sharp Stab goes off. Into the Kinu slot, Energy Manipulation, onto the Grandpa. This Hypoxia is going to overexert and he dies. Unless he Willpower Drained, which would have made sense. But yeah, he used Hypoxia. Energy Manipulation makes him overexert. Doesn't even get the kill on Kinu, which means there's going to be an extra Kinu buff if he decides to switch out. Beta Burst on the Grandpa. And then it should be a Yukama switch in. Actually, yo, Kinu not dying might have been really fucking good here. I don't know why I swore. Like, I could have just said really good here. Alright, so he should switch in Yukama for Grandpa. He can either get another Kinu buff, or he can use Revitalize. I thought this was a family-friendly stream. Yeah, Kinu stays in while Grandpa switches out into Yukama. This makes a lot of sense. Hook kick? He's trying to read the Cali coming in, dude. So Side Surge comes into play, most likely on the Yukama. Yes, it is. Calibus is in play here. Make sure to deal with this Yukama. Now, remember, what was it? Volphy switched out before Yukama. So that means Yukama is like full HP, full special attack, which means it can tank this Toxic Ink decently. Obviously, it's not going to be great. It's ×2 damage with a full attack Calibus, but he has to be wary of Tsunami here. But I think Tsunami is still the play. I don't know. Wait, no! Guys. I don't think it's Tsunami Bite. Oh my gosh. I think he should double into the Calibus, make sure it dies. Crystal Bite Calibus. It's not gonna die, dude. It's too fat. And I don't think it dies to Tsunami, dude. It has +2. Oh my god, dude. He's so fat. He has one more attack with the Yukama though. Yukama. Blah, blah, blah. How does he deal with the Gaialis though? Grandpa can't kill the Gaialis. He needed Mix to die there to the Tsunami so he could Aquatic Whirlwind. That's what he needed to do. He needs the extra chip damage onto Gaialis, but damn. Right here, you keep in both Tems, and you just attack Gaialis slot. It turns into a Gaialis versus a Grandpa. Hook Kick can't kill Calibus. Crystal Bite did like 20%. Hook Kick does less damage than Crystal Bite. It does 20 less damage, 110 to 130. So, if Calibus dies, it doesn't even matter. Honestly, you should just double the Gaialis slot, turn it into a 1v1. Sharp Stab's coming in. 7.5. Aquatic Whirlwind. I don't even think this kills, guys. This is 1.4. Oh, it just barely killed. Mixed Crystal Spikes to Gaialis. This should... I don't know if this dies, though. Whew. It's not Doppelganger Gaialis, though, guys. In Grandpa, remember, this is special attack Grandpa. So that means Sharp Stab is down, right? Setsuka needs to outspeed this Gaialis because it only has Double Gash. Double Gash needs to be faster than Crystal Bite. Actually, it doesn't matter. He has Sharp Stab. GG. Oh! Yeah. Okay, he has War Drum as well, so Hypoxia goes through. But remember, Giles is just going to be faster. And Tornado doesn't even kill. It's a tanky Giles. So, yeah, Tornado doesn't kill. Setsuka takes the game. He can actually just Crystal Bite here because Tornado doesn't kill. If he saw how much percentage damage it did. Tornado brings it down to like 9% HP-ish. Tornado is gonna does like 40% exact. I actually want Setsuka to Crystal Bite just so I can see how much Tornado is gonna do. I think it's gonna bring it down to 8%, 8 or 9%. Yeah. 48. 10%, yeah. So it doesn't kill. Crystal Bite goes through, absolutely kills here. And that's going to be GG. Setsuka takes game number 2. Ties it up 1-1. Let's see game number 3. GG. Alright, game number 3. Yo, we should probably update that scoreboard, don't you think? Kappa Kappa. Alright. Game number 3, we have Setsuka versus Dirk. We're going to have Exotic French on the left and Enigma on the right. And we're going to see some Grumper play. So, Enigma really likes the 2-Vine, huh? Really likes 2-Vine. I think the reason why people are running a lot of 2-Vine and Volarand is because a lot of toxic matchups. Whenever you play against a toxic team, Volarand is always going to get banned, so that means you need another win type, which is either going to be 2-Vine or it's going to be Grandpa, any type of win time that can do well against the toxic teams. So I completely understand why people are running 2-Vine right now. So first ban coming in for Wolfie. We got some the triple melee size munch. Giles Scunch. But on Dirk's side, we have the same kind of Volarand 2-Vine Kinu with Wolfie, and the triple nature is going to be Nidrasil, Wolfie, Kinu, and then he's running the Naga with Grumper. Naga Grumper is such a good duo. 2-Vine getting banned again. Wow. That is a 3-time first ban 2-Vine. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. A little bit of downtime. Wolfie coming in for the first pick, making sure that you can have a good, nice double into the size munch if it's picked with the Kinu. Kinu getting picked up. If he goes Lawali or Mix, what can he go? I guess he could go Grumper, actually. Yo, if he goes Mix, it's gonna be Grumper. Wolfie Grumper, imagine. I really like the Lawali pickup. I think it does really well. You know Lawali. Lawali can tank the Plague and it does 4 attacks. It can also tank... I see, okay. So he picks Naga, and the reason why is because Lawali can only use Hypoxia turn 1. There's no nature move. All of its nature moves are turn 1 holds. whether it's Resin Trap or Allergic Spread. Actually, if I remember correctly, I think Resin Trap is a 2-hold, or am I just dumb? It's a 1-hold. Yeah, I'm dumb. Resin Trap's actually a 1-hold. Thought it was 2-hold for a second. Yeah, so Calibus being banned second time around. And I think is this a Kinu ban? Why am I yawning? So he does decide to ban both of the Wintems. We got Voloran and the 2-Vine ban. Leaving up the Kinu. So he's going to pick Giles and Mix. He doesn't have to pick Kinu this game. He can actually just pick... yeah, he can pick Grumper and Giles here. I think it's looking really strong for Dirk. Kinu's definitely not needed. He can just go full out and just start dealing tons of damage. Once you get Naga in a really good place, Seismuch and Skunch, one of the two are going to be picked here, right? So if he picks Grumper and he gets Naga Grumper out later on in the game, it just should kill everything, especially if a Madness buff goes off, because this is a free Madness. But he does decide to pick up the Kinu. It's hard not to pick Kinu with, especially with Triple Nature. And Skunch is going to be the pickup here. Alright, Setsuka versus Dirk, game number 3, Volphy and Naga. And against a Kinu Lawali. So this is a really good start, guys. This is an insane start for Dirk. This is the freest Madness buff that you could possibly get, period. It's like 100% free. And then what he can do is with Volphy, he can either Plague or switch in Kinu. But if he Plagues, then... yeah, actually, let's think about this for a second. You switch in Kinu into Volphy slot, you Stonewall the next turn, Naga can't die. While he uses Resin Trap, it probably doesn't even do anything. Alright, so he does keep it in. He's going to use Plague in order to lock something down here. Beta Burst into the Volphy. Hypoxia into the Volphy. Getting on to 41. Plague, Kinu. Blah, blah, blah. Volphy gets snared, so it's not going to be able to lock down any targets now. Yeah, the Resin Trap isn't even going to be able to do that much. I mean, it's a Sweatband Naga as well. Oof. So, do you guys think it's better to bring in Naga, or do you think he should switch Kinu in for Volphy, and then switch in Nidrasil for Naga, so that Naga gets the +1 buff? What do you guys think? Naga's gonna go last. So if he brings in Kinu, it gets a buff onto the Naga, right? Alright, and then does he switch out into Nidrasil to eat the Resin Trap? And then bring it back in later and just kill everything? Oh. So he's gonna keep the Stonewall onto Lawali here, getting +3/+2 now. Goes for Beta Burst onto the Lawali. It does not have Strange Vest, so it's gonna have very, very, very high special defense here. Resin Trap 70% to 33% and locking it down. He's gonna need to revitalize. Remember, he can only Resin Trap 1 turn, so now he only has Allergic Spread. This actually isn't that bad. He knows that Naga can't die this turn if he uses Revitalize. He can use Revitalize or Stonewall. I think Revitalize is the better play. think Revitalize is definitely the better play. Is he gonna go after the Kinu now? Yeah, okay. So he knows he can't really kill the Lawali with it, so Revitalize onto the Lawali. So Beta Burst will not kill Kinu. It did about 43%-ish. Allergic Spread coming in, 33. If you would have Beta Bursted Naga! Oh! I don't think he thought it was gonna die. If you would have Beta Bursted Naga, dude. Oof. Yo, honestly, I didn't think it was gonna kill either. So I don't blame Setsuka for revitalizing the Lawali. I really don't. I personally think this should be a stone wall onto Gaialis. This should be a Kinu stone wall onto Gaialis. I don't think he's running Psy Surge, because if he was running Psy Surge, he would have used it already. So this is, when you run Sweatband on Naga, it's almost always Lullaby. It's usually Beta Burst, Madness Buff, Lullaby, and Naga's Fury. Only if you're running Sweatband though, because Lullaby takes a lot of stamina. Stamina. I think Guile's Stonewall is really strong here. It gets your holds up too. Nope, he's just gonna use Lullaby, Lawali. We don't know the item on Lawali, do we? If that's, dude, imagine energy drink. Imagine the wake up. Oh, he's Stonewalled. Oh, that's a big Lawali. That's a fat Lawali, dude. Oh, that's fat. 47. That did 20%. What the hell? Yo, that did 20. What? That seemed like it did a little bit more than I thought it would onto Akinu. Okay, what I'm not understanding is where's the Stonewall from Dirk's Kinu? Does it have Stonewall? And also, where's the settling Lawali at? This is a free Revitalize. There's no way he has Turbo, right? Beta Burst Mix. 43, right? Not even close, Kappa. Yo, imagine Botanist. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, man. I don't think Kinu has Stonewall, man. Exactly like everyone else is saying in chat. Resin kills Naga with Spike, absolutely. But also Naga's Fury kills Mix. Right? Wait, no it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Because if Beta Burst does 28%, right? Normal is going to do 56, and then add the damage to it. It doesn't kill, actually. You have to Beta Burst with Kinu first, but it's not going to work. It's 56% on a Naga's Fury. A little bit more than that. So it's gonna do like 64-ish %. All right, so, dude, if any day you could use Stonewall, today would be the day. But he doesn't have it. He has Turbo most likely. That's so rough. So he brings in Gaialis into the Kinu slot and Yggdrasil into the Naga slot. Psy Search did a lot, bro. Resin Trap has to go on an Yggdrasil. It makes sense here. 1/4 damage, trapping it down, and okay. So Gaialis is pretty safe. It can now Crystal Spike. Psy Surge is down. Ninjasil's not going to be able to get a Bark Shield unless Naga comes in for Giles' turn. Lawali has no stamina, and it has no Resin Trap, so Naga's safe to come in. Ninjasil eats a Hypoxia and dies here, right? Ninjasil dies. I think he needed to get a Bark Shield off. I think... Do you think it would have been better to swap this, make Giles come in on the Ninjasil side, and Ninjasil come in on the Giles side? I mean, I guess you don't want to eat... No, because you don't want to eat a Resin Trap on a Giles. Alright, so Lawali gets switched out. So that's actually pretty good for the Nid. Kinu comes in, buffing up the Scunch. Crystal Bite coming on through, onto the Kinu, killing the Kinu. Yo, this should be a Lawali swap in, right? Lawali here? Toxic Ink. Not bad damage. I don't know how much it's supposed to do, but I feel like that's an HP variant of a Scunch. I feel like it's supposed to do more than that if it was full speed. So Mix coming on in. I think he just wants to make sure it has the coverage for a Naga swap for Spike. But now Ninjasil dies if it gets spiked. Okay, so what happens if Naga comes in? Suplex is gonna do like a lot even with +1, right? Gael switches first. So it would be Naga, Kinu, Suplex, and Spike. If it's full HP, it might be able to tank it. Maybe. If it's HP with some defense, how Kinus are typically being ran right now. How do you kill the Nit? Okay, how do you kill Lawali here? Gael's, right? Gael's most likely? There's no way. I mean, honestly, you could use the Naga, but then you would need Kinu for Revitalize. I think Kinu lives Spike with Suplex. So I think if Dirk does a double swap, right? If he swaps in Naga here into the Guile slot, and he swaps in Kinu here, it goes Naga, Kinu, he gets a buff, Kinu gets doubled into with Spike and Suplex, and I think Kinu should live with like 10% HP. It would be really close. If it has defense with full HP, I think it'll be better. But I think this Kinu has a little bit of speed because Setsuka's Kinu was faster than it. See what he decides to do. So Kinu buffing up the Nidrasil. I think Nidrasil dies regardless, right? It's just gonna die to a suplex. Brings in Volpy. This isn't a bad play. Because he sacks the Volpy. There's almost nothing it would do. The only thing it could do would be like a Dust Vortex onto Mix, but I mean, I think you're completely okay with this. Now you can bring in Naga for free, which is exactly what he does. Alright, so here, personally, okay, I think Naga's Fury is completely fine. Naga's should, actually, it's a minus or a +1 special defense Scunch. He can just play it safe and just beta burst the Scunch. Lawali's coming in for Scunch's slot. Like 150%, right? So I think you should just beta burst the Mix. Either Naga's Fury or beta burst the Mix, and then revitalize your Naga. Yo, imagine if he did that. Okay, Naga's Fury. I think this kills Scunch, but it has +1. Alright, yeah. So it definitely kills there. Revitalize coming on through. Mix should be swapped in. No more Naga's Fury. And now he can spike and resin trap. So I think this is a very good play for Setsuko. I mean, Skunch could have got more value, but you don't want Nagasphere to go into Gaialis, so that would have been really bad. So now you have to think about, are you going to sack Gaialis or Skunch? And Skunch, it's hard to get value when you have Kinu and Naga in play. Gal's coming on through. Lullaby being active, so Lawali can't use Resin Trap, but the Spike is going to be able to come in. Crystal Spike Naga, 84. I mean, that's good damage, guys. This Naga is not completely, like, insane. So the only thing Mix can do now is Psy Surge. Gaialis might have Doppelganger. Dude. He can't Fury and Crystal Bite because Fury goes off first and puts Mix into Puppet. So you Crystal Bite Mix and bringing Kinu into Naga slot? Because Psy Surge is going to go off first and deal quite a bit of damage to Naga. You definitely don't want Naga to eat this Psy Surge, right? So you bring in Kinu, get some buffs on Gaialis, because the only way to kill this Lawali is with either Nidrasil or Gaialis, right? So right now your goal is to get Gaialis to be able to kill Mix and Gaialis, right? That's what you need. Once Gaialis and Mix are done with, you need to get some Revitalizes and some buffs onto Nidrasil. You put Lawali to sleep, heal up the Nidrasil, get some buffs on it so that Toxic Ink can start to kill. Because I don't know, man. I think Naga can actually kill Lawali. It's just gonna be a 2v1, right? Lullaby, heal, Resin Trap on the turn it's awake, like Beta Burst comes into Gaialis' slot. Yeah, Crystal Bite, dead. Damn. And it's Doppelganger, so it's just even easier way to kill. Dang. So with Crystal Bite down, Mix can't die. Actually, it can. Wait. Yeah, it can. It doesn't have any buffs, so he can actually Beta Burst because it does what 28%. Beta Burst 28%, and then Sharp Stab. It'll be really close. Mix cannot go into Puppet Master, guys. Actually, it doesn't matter if it goes into Puppet Master. He has Naga's Fury. Naga can't get hit here. Mix lives. So he has to switch out into Kinu. Buff the Gaialis. Right? Naga's dead. Naga's dead. I think Resin Trap does enough damage, guys. Sharp Stab doesn't kill here. I don't think Sharp Stab kills here. And I think Resin Trap kills. It's so close. Oh my god, Naga's dead! Alright, Sharp Stab does kill the Mix. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't live, but I don't know. How do you kill Lawali? How do you kill Lawali? With buffs and hypnosis, dude. Dude, what the hell? You guys ready for the hypnosis? Hypnosis? Who's faster, Giles or Kinu? Because if Giles is faster, you can actually Crystal Bite and then Hypnosis. It's faster than Lawali. GG. If Lawali was somehow weirdly faster than Hypnosis, then yeah. But it's not, so Revitalize comes through. GG. What, okay, so just like back in the day, if there is a pig alive, right? If it was a 2v2 and pig was alive, Bamboozle would win the game, right? That's usually how it worked out. In this game, now it's if Kinu is faster than your Tem on the field, Kinu wins the game because of Hypnosis. Kind of like the same premise. He turns into a 2v1 and you can't kill anything because of Revitalize. GG. That did a decent amount of damage. Toxic Ink. Yo, that does a lot of damage. What the fuck? Yo, GG. Seska being taken down by Dirk. 2-1. Enigma. Alright, everybody. Game number 4. We have Karub versus Kanzaki. Oh, man. Gotta stretch. Alright, let's see what these lineups have to offer. 2 new teams in this series. We got some pig action on Karub's side, and we have some move flank, some sexy move flank over here on Kanzaki's side. We also have some Barnshi. We haven't seen Barnshi in a little bit, and Raze has been being dropped a lot, so it's nice to see more, or it's nice to see Raze every now and then. Raze is in contestant of being a very high tier Tem. A lot of teams pick it up, but when they're running Naga, normally they do not run Raze, so. Trying to see what to ban here. The first ban's gonna be Kinu. The first ban being Kinu, he's not going to be able to start up with the Kinu Monkey, which is one of the ways that a lot of people start with Monkey. He doesn't have counter pick either, Kanzaki doesn't, so he might be just starting off with a Raze to make sure he has speed control. Since there is no Naga, there is nothing to be able to counteract the Raze debuff. And there's no Determines, so. Alright, so Grandpa is going to be the first ban. Kanzaki is probably assuming it is the special attack Grandpa that a lot of people have been running instead of the control Grandpa. If it's the control Grandpa, normally you don't ban the Grandpa first because it doesn't have a very good early game. But if it's the special attack Grandpa, it's extremely strong as a starter, especially as a counter pick with Kinu. So he decides to ban the Grandpa. Kinu being picked first. A lot of people like doing this on blue side because normally on the second ban, Kinu is the first ban. So picking the Kinu and then having the counter pick is good. Usually also people first pick the Kinu when they're running some what are they called? Melees or neutrals on the enemy team, because Kinu is kind of like a counter pick towards the move flank and the monkey, right? So if he decides to pick monkey, he can now pick whatever else as the counter pick. So it's really strong singling out 2 of these Tems to be able to be started up, but he does decide to go with the Raze and Barnshi, and the Kinu gets the Monkey. So Kinu Monkey here. He made sure to have the Barnshi with Beta Burst to be able to deal with the Monkey if it is the Kinu Monkey startup. And it is. So one thing that's really good here is Raze gets the Demoralized debuff onto Kinu and the Size Munch. So all of the Tems from Kanzaki's side is going to be able to be faster than a Size Munch wreck from Size Munch. So something to think about for sure. So Volarin and Grandpa being banned here. And then Kinu being banned on Kanzaki's side. Or Volarin, I'm sorry. Alright, so picking up Giles. I think the only thing that can really deal with Barnshee on Carib's side is Gialis, so definitely not a bad pickup. He's gonna need to get that Crystal Bite off sometime in the game before he dies. And then Kanzaki picking up the Volphy and the Move Flank. So only having Kinu as the mental, Move Flank is actually really strong. If you can do something to deal with the Kinu, or if you have something like Gialis on the map, to be able to single out the Kinu. So if you have Move Flank Gialis, Kinu can't really come in because Crystal Bite pressure, and Move Flank, if it procs in unnoticed, it can literally carry the game. It's actually nuts. This has to be a Gialis on Kanzaki's side. It's actually really strong in this startup, in this matchup as well. I personally think so. I don't really see Monkey doing too much, especially if Volphy gets picked. If Volphy gets picked, it's 100% Giles, right? If it's Pig, it's kind of like a 70-30-ish. But I definitely think it's Giles, especially with the Demoralize onto Kinu. He can get the Crystal Bite off a lot easier, and he thinks so too. So, all right, game number 4. Game number 4. Kanzaki bringing in the Raised Barnshee on turn 1. And Kinu Size Munch coming in for Carib. Look at that sexy Luma Raise coming in. So with the buffs onto Size Munch, Barnshee can still do quite a bit of damage. If this is an HP special defense Size Munch, this allows for Size Munch to be able to heat up here. It's gonna take a hefty amount of damage though, but won't be too bad if it has double screen with HP special defense and using heat up for the damage buff. So Raze being swapped out definitely makes sense here. Bringing in the Move Flank. So guys, this Move Flank is getting an unnoticed proc. Beta Burst coming in into Size Munch. Only doing 31% with double screen. I'm pretty sure that's an HP special defense. So yeah, unnoticed getting proc, getting +1 speed on the Move Flank. Definitely a good turn here for him. And yeah, Size Munch Wreck also has synergy here, so it's going to do a decent amount of damage. But Kanzaki can bring in Volphy. Now, if Carib thinks Kanzaki is bringing in Volphy on a Move Flank slot, he can actually hook kick and Size Munch Wreck here. And the Beta Burst is only going to do an additional 31%, right? So, pretty good turn if he wants to hook kick the Move Flank with the Size Munch Wreck. And it does a lot of damage to Move Flank, so... I mean, not a bad turn. Definitely not a bad turn. There's a few different things that you can do here. He has Giles come in so that he can Crystal Bite the Barnshee. He just has a lot of plays. He can hook kick for the Move Flank on the Volphy slot if he decides that's going to happen. He can also hook kick the Barnshee while uppercutting. Or Crystal Bite and Punch, I mean. So that he can cover both of those as well. Crystal Bite coming in. Is this an uppercut? It's dead. There it is. Volphy dies. So... what he did there is he made sure the Crystal Bite would kill the Barnshee, okay? Then he brings in the uppercut, so if it is a Volphy switch in to be able to tank the Crystal Bite, it's going to do a lot of damage to Volphy and kill it because of the heat up. Now, if he would have done the same thing with Raze, Raze would have took a ton of damage as well, right? So he has double coverage to be able to kill most of the Tems that are going to be coming into the Barnsey slot. So, yeah. Now Crystal Bite is down, but Sharp Stab is still available. Sharp Stab does a ton of damage to Barnsey. He can actually do the same thing, except with this time, he wants to Wreck. If he wants to Sharp Stab Wreck, Wreck will go off after Barnsey. So it won't actually be able to kill the Barnsey if he goes Goring into Tornado. Goring Tornado onto Seismunch actually kills Seismunch here. So he either switches the Seismunch into Kinu or Pig. I think either is okay. Maybe the Pig for Tornado? No. Monka, See, Kanzaki did lose that 10, but I don't think he's in a terrible spot. He still has Move Flank to be able to do a pretty good amount of work, and he has Barnsey still with full HP and Raze with full HP. He has a lot of strong Tems, so he can definitely get some setups and do what he has to do. Yeah, he does bring in the Kinu, getting the buff onto the Giles. Definitely not a bad option. Goring goes into the Giles. Getting that +1 buff, definitely good here. Sharp Stab, bringing it down to 18%. And Tornado going off into the Giles. So this is a really, really good read. With Seismunch just sitting there, and not using Uppercut onto Barnsey, pretty good stuff. So with +3 speed onto Move Link, it can now use what's it called? Execution. If it uses Execution, it's gonna go off before most 2 prio moves. That's kind of like the benchmark. Once you get the +3 move flank, it's super strong. It has, when it uses 1 prio moves, it's gonna have 125% of its additional speed. I think this is now a rough spot for Carib. Carib's getting a lot of Tems that are weak, and Move Flank is just getting a bunch of buffs and just getting set up to be able to carry this game by just spamming base jump and execution. Move Flank being swapped out. Is this a Kinu? It brings in the Giles. Alright, alright. Giles being swapped out. And the Pig is brought in. Is this a turbo play? Raze getting the -1. So if it is a turbo play, Kinu goes back down to normal. I just sneezed. No! Alright, so the turbo play does come into play. Pig has +1. Kinu has even speed now. But now with the +1, it is going to be getting some bamboozle shenanigans. For either Seismunch, Giles, whatever he needs to carry the game. So definitely a good setup play. Well, the Raze was there to kind of counteract it a little bit, and so was the Giles. Giles Raze does pretty well against the Pig Kinu here. And I like both setups. I think both players are doing whatever is possible to win the game. I think they all have had really good turns so far. I want to give the slight edge to Kanzaki even after the really, really good read on Volphy. I want to say it's teeny bit Kanzaki. But also there's a lot of plays that Carib can do in order to bring this in. So if Crystal Bite goes into Kinu, Raze goes second. So you can actually bamboozle the Kinu here. You don't have to worry about the Crystal Bite. And if he knows that, then Kanzaki can also read this and double into Pig. Hey, Murky, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like if he doubles Kinu slot here, Pig is going to be able to bamboozle the Kinu, keeping it safe from the Crystal Bite. And I don't think you care if Embers goes off into the Kinu. Ooh, okay. Seismunch comes into play. That means the Gauss comes in for Kinu, right? Maybe not. Okay. Oh! Wait, I'm confused. Gauss had no holds? It didn't come in on a death, right? Did you do that to proc the Bamboozle? Kanzaki thought Bamboozle was coming in, right? And that's why he did that? Alright, so with 4 procs of Move Flank here, it now has 3 times its speed. So depending on the speed of Giles and Move Flank, depends on if Move Flank can execute. I think with +4, Giles cannot attack before Move Flank. The only thing it can do is Sharp Stab. So I'm pretty sure what you're going to have to do is Crystal Bite the Kinu slot. And then Giles dies. I think Giles... Oh, man. You sack the Barnchi here? And just eat it with Move Flank? Base Jump comes in, bringing it down to 35%. Crystal Bite onto the Kinu. I don't think this kills. Yep, 18%. Beta Burst coming in. Making sure it kills the Move Flank with the Seismunch Wreck. If this kills both, it's game. And I'm pretty sure it does. Oh my god, I was wrong. Both of them live. +1 defense on the Seismunch. That means Execution is still in play, guys. Sharp Stab and Execution is in play. This is actually really, really strong for Kanzaki. This is so strong for Kanzaki. How did Move Flank live that, bro? Oh my goodness. So, I guess that's the downside of not running attack on a Seismunch. He's running a tanky HP special defense variant. Literally because of that, it made it to where Giles and Move Flank don't die from this. Wow. Okay, so he can definitely execute, but if he executes, it doesn't kill the Lawali, guys. Remember that. He can Sharp Stab Kinu. He has to execute, actually. He has to. Execute still does damage, so that's still good, right? He has to Sharp Stab Kinu. That's 110%. And now it depends on if he executes or not, due to Dimmock purposes. Another turbo. That goes off before Sharp Stab. Yeah, I feel like he had to execute. It still did 20% damage. Ooh! Kinu overexerted. This is huge, guys. Bruh! Bruh! Dude, that was so good that Kinu didn't... This is so good! He's... Okay, Move Flank can still carry. Move Flank can still carry. He still has Raise for the Lawali. It's a really, really close game. I actually don't know overall who's ahead. It looks like Karub is ahead. He has 5 Tems, right? And he has all of Kanzaki's Tems to no HP besides Raise. It looks like, oh, there's no way it can win. But his Move Flank is +5 speed against the Pig, so it can still use Goring and kill the Pig. But then if it kills the pig, remember, Bane of Curse is a thing. If Mooflink dies, the game's over. Yeah, and he knows that. He brings in Raise. Kinu can't do anything this turn. Windburst comes in on the Gaialis, making sure that that is now dead. This is rough. I think with the speed boost, Carib's gonna take it for sure. Only because of Feint of Curse. If Pig didn't have Feint of Curse, it'd be different. But Feint of Curse is a thing, so... See, okay, on Kanzaki's side, he has to kill Pig last. But that's almost impossible to do, because Pig can literally kill everything besides the Banshee. Unless it has Sharp Rain. And then this game is fucked if it has Sharp Rain. Oh my gosh. It has Sharp Rain. But it didn't kill the Banshee. If this kills, bro? Okay. This game doesn't seem like it's close, but it's close, guys. Raze can't die. Raze can Ember the pig. Banshee's faster than Lawali. Pig's dead. Pig's dead. Oh no. Pig's dead. Pig's dead. Wait, is this the rethrow? Oh my god, this is a throw, right? Am I don't know. I think this is a throw. I think this is a throw. I think this is a throw. Raze isn't fast enough. It's not Speedy Raze. If it was Speedy Raze and it was faster than Lawali, Lawali would die. Man, that Fire Tornado. I think if that Fire Tornado was an Embers instead. Then Fire Tornado could... no, it doesn't actually matter because Fire Tornado probably does the same amount as Embers just due to the base special defense of Lawali. Yeah, it's still 3v2 and they have no HP. Carib's just so far ahead to where it didn't matter what happened there. Yeah, this is definitely... Goring kills Lawali, right? It kills Gaialis. Oh, it doesn't kill Gaialis! Never mind. GG. Stampede move flank, imagine. Hypoxia kills for Raze, so GG. He's taking it. Carib be taking it against Kanzaki. Bringing the total 2-2. Yo, you guys are all trolls in chat, man. Yo, we're going into game number 5, everybody. We got Doiko versus Flowmaster. Yo, I really like Doiko just as a player, just period. He always has these sick teams. And it's showcasing right here. He has double electric with triple nature. Oh, sorry, quad nature. With Naga, dude. With Naga, dude. So Doiko versus Flowmaster. And the first man is going to be Kinu on Flowmaster's side. I really want to see what Doiko does here. Also, something to think about. we got more Grandpa and more Voloran, and he's got Grumper, and he's got Kazuma. So, Inductor on Grumper, having double electric. Where the hell is Gary, bro? This is like an optimal team for Gary, and they don't even put him in. Come on, Doiko. Where's Gary? Alright, first pick's picking Two-Vine here. Is there like some secret Two-Vine tech that's going around that like everybody's using that I don't know about? I'm serious. I don't know it, guys. I think it's Kinu Cerneef. Right? Kinu Cerneef? It's Kinu something. What is it gonna be? Yeah, Kinu Cerneef. Makes a lot of sense on the Two-Vine opener against Flowmaster's team. He has nothing that completely punishes it. He has no fires, right? Can't go Skunch because of Kinu here. Size Munch is pretty rough here. Most likely gonna be a Voloran though. Yep, Voloran gets picked up. We're trying to see the second ban. I would imagine Volphy. Volphy is actually really strong ban here. It also lets your Grumper and Kazuma do work. If it decides to work. I know Kazuma just likes to Sparks and play around. Yo, Sparks Cerneef, dude? Sparks Cerneef, dude? Yo, Sparks Saku, bruh? So, one thing that I did a lot was I was using Slingshot Kazuma using Sparks onto Special Attack Grandpa. That was fun. What would be really cool is if Kazuma with Saku comes into play. That would be insane. It's kind of the same concept. Saku has insane damage. Well, the dream's dead. GG. Whatever. Just destroy my dreams, Flowmaster. Whatever. Alright, picks Volphy. No Sparks on a Saku this game. RIP. Alright, so he picks a Raise. If you Sparks your Volphy, does Slingshot proc? No, because you have to deal damage to a Tem. Imagine, dude. Yo, I want to see what Doiko's build is on Kazuma. Thinking about clicking Kazuma, dude. This makes it to where he doesn't pick Grandpa, right? Wait, he would rather pick Grumper over Kazuma, right? Picks Volphy. Yeah, he can only pick one electric. But I think Grumper would be better. Probably not anymore. I don't know, bro. Because, okay, so it's either you have Crystal from Two-Vine and Giles, or you have Hook Kick from Giles. And it's looking like it's going to be Grumper. So, game number 5 coming on in Doiko versus Flowmaster. Two-Vine Voloran startup for Flowmaster. Everybody's loving that Two-Vine. I definitely want to see it in action. And we got Kinu Cerneef, destroyer of everyone's dreams, literally. Like, whenever you go to sleep, all you see is this stupid fucking duo haunting your dreams. If you had to think of any, like, killer from, like, you know, Jason, all that, like, Cerneef is just Freddy Krueger. Like, it just haunts your dreams. All you see is Water Cutting Lily being thrown into your face, and bushes, and revitalizes, and then Kinu buffing. So no Kazuma play here, but we do see Grumper. Kinu being swapped out, Raze being jumped in. Bringing down the speed of the Voloran. Shy Shield coming in, so it is going to be a settling Cerneef, it's looking like. Windblade, so this is... Oh, baby. We're going to see a special attack speed Voloran. Who's ready for some sick damage right here? So, do you guys know how much damage this thing does? I'm serious. This is not something to mess around with. Northstar, thank you for the follow. I love you, dude. You guys ready for some sick hyperkinetic damage? And it's Handfan Two-Vine. Yo, this hyperkinetic, no joke, with +1 Cerneef is gonna do like probably 80%. That's not even a joke. Only +1 speed. It's actually nuts. It's not +1 though. True, it did get a raised demoralize. You know it's a Kinu coming in, right? So you just Crystal Plume the raise and Toxic Plume, right? Is that what it is? It's Crystal Plume raise Toxic Plume. You minus the attack of the Cerny, so that later on in the game it's not gonna be able to do anything. Whatever gets brought in, it takes a pretty good amount. That means Volphy has to be swapped. Can't Bush turn 2. Yeah, he's completely okay with this. Grumper coming in. This is Keener, right? Like, this could be a hard read Crystal Plume. Yeah, Toxic Plume, Crystal Plume, right? I think that's overall the best play. Toxic Plume. It does decent damage, gets Toxic ticks, completely fine. This is like the... Oh, Feather Gatling. RIP! Kinu does snare the Volarin, though. We don't know what item it had. So Kinu is still alive, which means Raze can be brought in again and be able to get another demoralized onto Volarin. Feather Gatling's not bad when you have Hand Fan, because he's trying to keep the stamina up on Tuvine to make it so where it can just stay in the whole time. With Grumper, Crystal Plume Gatling is going to be really nice as well, because it's going to do neutral damage because of the Electric being weak to Crystal and Earth being able to resist Crystal. So, but for Volarin, it's very easy for Volarin to die here, due to a Electric Storm if you really wanted to. So Volarin does switch into the Volphy, just in case it's an Electric Storm. Let's see if he read this play. Kinu being swapped out. If he switches out Grumper, it would be sick. Yo, Marine Light said the same thing. Volphy raise. It would be disgusting if he did that. Crystal Plume going into Grumper. Yep. 82. 59. Yo, that is some tanky boys, bro. Yo, come on. Slingshot. Give it to me one time. Slingshot. I saw this come up for Cerneef settling, and I actually thought it was Inductor with Slingshot, bro. I really thought it was. It made me so excited for a second. Alright, so in this situation though, Doiko's in a good spot. He can Shy Shield again, or he can Bush. Yeah, Doiko has a lot of options. He can actually sacrifice the Kino if he wanted to as well. I feel like there's a lot of good options. I don't think bringing in Raze is good. I think that's the only thing you probably don't want to do. Monka, I mean, I guess if it's a Plague into Grumper... It's gonna be Plague into Grumper and a Feather... No, Crystal Plume into that. So, Kinu sack would be okay? Yeah. So Doiko does bring in the Kinu. It's mostly just gonna be sacked with a Plague and a Crystal Plume coming in. So here it is, Plague. If it eats this, the Crystal Plume does only 2% damage. Crystal Plume, Feather Gatling, whatever it decides to click, right? Really good. Water Cutting Lily. Volphy or Tuvine? I think Volphy would probably be better. Yep. Doiko thinks the same. Feather Gatling coming in, so he does save the stamina. So he doesn't overexert the Tuvine. Really, really nice. But at the same time, that's really strong. Kinu tanking both of those hits. Cerneef getting more setups with its defense and its special defense. Looking strong. So the only answer to the Cerneef is nothing, by the way. The only thing that would be able to kill it is a Volarin with a lot of speed. But Raze is being able to come in whenever Volarin comes in, and it's going to be able to drop that every time. So, very strong. Tuvine has no stamina left, so really nothing can deal with this Volphy. If he decides to Feather Gatling it again, it's going to overexert, which means it's a free turn to set up with Sernif and Volphy, using Revitalizes, using bushes, whatever it needs to do in order to secure a win condition. And Volphy will die here if Water Cutting Lily goes off with a Plague. So we also saw that Plague went after Water Cutting Lily, so that means Volphy is not faster than the Sernif, and it shouldn't be faster than Doiko's Volphy. This is a really, really strong situation for Doiko. I think he's severely in the lead here. All he has to do is make sure Voliran doesn't get that speed buff in order to get the Hyperkinetic onto Sernif, and he should be set. Voliran's going to be the win condition for Flowmaster to kill Sernif. Alright, so Volphy being switched out. Gallus being brought in. Hard read Dust Vortex Kappa? Yo, that would be sick. Okay, it is a Plague. Onto Voliran. Interesting. Okay. That's going to be a trap. And, Water Cutting Lily onto Tuvine? Maybe? So it would be the Voliran? Okay, into Gallus. Really good. Okay, cool. So, he splits the damage. He traps the Voliran. I think the Plague onto the Tuvine is actually really smart, because if it decides to overexert, it's going to be trapped while it overexerted, so it's not going to be able to switch out or try to gain any type of switch advantage. So, really, really good turn for the Tuvine, or for Doiko again. He's playing pretty flawlessly. Flowmaster, like, okay, Flowmaster is in the lead when it comes to kills. Grandpa has Bully active, so Grandpa and Voliran are going to be the answer to Sernif, right? But they still have Grumper. Sernif is going to be the main issue for Flowmaster. If he can kill the rest of the Tems, raise Volphy and Grumper, and he still has Voliran and Grandpa left, then he can still win this game. He can Hypno the Sernif, start turboing, getting buffed up for the Voliran to Hyperkinetic and Tornado. So Flowmaster is not out of this game at all. It's still definitely okay. He can also Toxic Plume this turn, bringing down the attack from Sernif. So now Doiko has to decide if he wants the Sernif to keep its settling procs or get a -1 attack. I personally think in this situation, this is actually rough. That means Grumper's coming in, right? Raise Grumper? Oh, he clicks Bush. It's going to be faster than a Toxic Plume. Hook Kick goes on to Raise. Toxic Plume kills Raise. It's Blizzard. Yo, he didn't waste the Toxic Plume. That's so good. Yo, that's so good. Yo, Flowmaster's finding a way in, dude. He's finding a way. Predicting some moves. Making sure not to waste the Toxic Plume. And Grumper coming in. So Hook Kick is down. But Double Gash. Double Gash. He can't let Voliran die, though. Remember, this is a special attack speed Voliran, which means it does not have any HP. So, it doesn't even need to Thunder Strike. It can literally Electric Strike, and it should kill Voliran. But, does Double Gash with Hyperkinetic Strike onto Grumper kill? I don't think it does, mainly because he has no speed procs. So I think this is a really good Volphy turn for Flowmaster. Oh, wait, he can't switch! I'm an idiot! Yo, Voliran's trapped, bro. And Hook Kick is down. Grandpa's gonna be the only way to kill the Sernif. This is a Volphy switch in for Sernif, right? Absolutely. He's trying to, as long as Sernif doesn't get -1 attack, he's completely okay with this. Yeah. And then he's got to Double Gash the Grumper, and it's going to live because it has +1 defense. Yep. And the Thunder Strike 100% kills this Voliran. It just zaps it down to 0. Okay, so one of the answers to Cerneef is dead. One of the answers is dead, and something to think about too is Gaialis has -1 speed. So depending on the speed of the Volphi on Doiko's side, depends on if Dust Vortex is faster than a hook kick. Does Plague kill here though? Does Plague kill Grumper? If Plague kills Grumper, you can actually just switch out into Grandpa. Yeah, Flowmaster switches out into Grandpa. Actually, no, he can just Dust Vortex that. Yeah. He could have just Dust Vortex actually. Bush coming into Volphi, a little interesting. I don't think a hook kick was coming ever. But yeah, Plague goes in. It's gonna trap the Cerneef, which is probably fine. Now he knows that Volphi can only come into this slot, right? So Volphi and Grumper. So he can kind of just like put pressure on the Volphi slot here. No Bush to be able to like protect itself either. So yeah, that was a really good Grandpa switch. I agree with it 110%. Flowmaster still has answers, guys. He can also still use Grandpa and Tuvine to deal with this. It's just, it's going to have really good defense on the Cerneef to where Grandpa's going to have to use its wind damage. What? What? Pretty sure on Cerneef's slot, it's a Bush turn. He's going to try to get that special. He needs the special defense now. -1 defense or speed. So Tuvine coming in. This is turbo play. So here we go, getting that speed advantage now. Bush turn for Cerneef, right? Plague on a Grandpa, trapping it. Ooh, water cutting Lily. Water cutting Lily kills, guys. So does Plague. Oh no. No, 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 no. I think that's game. Maybe? I think that's game. He has to put out damage, which means he has to attack Volphi slot, but Water Cutting Lily is going to kill Grumper. Or sorry, Grandpa. Do you overexert the Cerneef by using Willpower Drain? I don't know what he should do here. How does Flowmaster win this? I don't know how he wins this. If he kills everything and humiliating slaps the Cerneef over and over and over again, maybe? Before he has to spam Shy Shield? I don't see an answer. Tornado into Volphi. How much damage is this doing? Whoo! Okay, 41. That's a bully too, bro. Oh, it kills Volphi! Water Cutting Lily has to hit Grandpa, dude. Yeah, there it is. Alright. Makes sense. Grandpa going down. I mean, it did its job, right? It did its job. You bring Gaialis, you double gash the Grumper. See, I didn't know Volfia was actually gonna die to that. I didn't think Grumper was gonna die to that. Oh, well, yeah, this is fine too. You can do either. Could've went Giles, you could've went Volfie. This just makes it to where, okay, so you can Plague and you can Crystal Plume? Yeah, Crystal Plume the Grumper. That should go faster than the Surneef. If Surneef Water Cutting loses the Volfie to try to kill it, it overexerts. And it should be game for Flowmaster. I didn't think the Volfie was gonna die there to a Tornado and a Feather Gatling. I didn't think it would. I thought I didn't know it was a special attacking Grandpa because of Turbo. I wasn't positive about it. I think the problem here is going to be the Volfie for sure. If it can Plague the Surneef every time it tries to Revitalize, or if it tries to Bush. Okay, so if Volfie is faster than Surneef, it's really strong to just spam Plague on Surneef, right? Not this turn, but the next turns. I don't think we saw who was faster in the game. If we did, I didn't catch it. Wait, does he think Plague is gonna kill? Oh, Dust Vortex. He doesn't even need to, he just Dust Vortexes. Oh, or Plague. Yeah, I'm dumb. Oh, wait, ×2. Why did I not think it was ×2? He Water Killing lowers the Volfie. This has to kill. Alright, it does kill. Overexertion on Surneef. And that Humiliating Slap dropped its defense so that now Gialis and Tuvine can have a field day on this one. So it's gonna be Humiliating Slap with a Crystal Bite. And then he Crystal Plumes with Tuvine next. War Drum as well. It doesn't actually kill here. Wait, Sharp Stab, right? I think it's just Humiliating Slap again, right? It's Humiliating Slap and Sharp Stab. Like, don't even get greedy. Don't overexert or anything, just... If he bushes, he bushes. Like, who cares? Because it's not Callosity, you can spam Humiliating Slap and be completely okay. Humiliating Slap. And this should be Sharp Stab to be faster, right? Revitalize. So it's Hook Kick? Okay. Oh, yeah, GG. Alright, so it went from +3 defense down to a whopping 0. GG. Feather Gatling kills here. Or Humiliating Slap. Or Crystal Plume. Crystal Plume Gatling coming in, and this should be game. Yo, GG's. Doiko versus Flowmaster. Flowmaster taking this game, making it Enigma leads 3-2. GG's. Yo, 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 yo. Hey, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, we got game number 6, dude. Game number 6. Up in this beach. Alright, so we got Carib versus Flowmaster. Flowmaster won last game. Carib won the game prior to this. So 2 winners of each team getting at least a game up. And we're gonna see these two teams go at it. So Carib chooses the invite for the counter pick, and Flowmaster's coming in with the good old non-Surneef team, Kappa Kappa. Alright, so Kinu getting banned. Pretty standard ban. Kinu doing Kinu things. Everybody knows about Kinu doing Kinu things. Kinu bands. Alright, so Monkey getting picked up first. Pretty interesting to start off with the Monkey. This usually means you're going to be picking Wolfie, and then you're going to choose your secondary. What is the second pick? I actually don't know which is best. It's probably just Valoran, but picks up the Scunch. Scunch makes a lot of sense too, just because there's no mental to be able to deal with Scunch. Scunch was most likely going to be the second ban, so I think it's a very good pickup for Flowmaster. Alright, so it's gonna be Monkey Grandpa. Yo, we get to see the Gramps, bruh. So last time Carib was playing, Gramps got banned, first ban. So we now get to see what kind of Grandpa this is. Lawali being banned, mainly for monkey purposes, I think. Alright, so yeah, Lawali ban. He's trying to think of what to ban here. I think there's no like amazing bans, I think. Does decide to ban the Grandpa though. Knowing it is the special attack Grandpa, I think he just doesn't want to deal with it really. It'll do well against Valoran and it'll do well against Monkey. I keep yawning. Why? I just drank coffee, man. So Gaialis, Volvi being picked up, and then we also have Tuvine and Gaialis on the Flowmaster side. Trying to think, Pig or Valoran. Alright, so the Pig does get picked up. No, I yawn all the time, Health here. I don't know why. I yawn all the time. I literally woke up. I went to sleep around like 4. Woke up at what? 11:30. Took a shower, got some coffee. Just because I've been yawning a lot whenever I'm like getting up early and streaming in the Club Wars. So like I thought, okay, well if I drink coffee, maybe that'll help. Yesterday it helped a lot. I was, you know, good. Didn't matter. Also, you had a donuts. Yeah, I had one donut. Your instant is also crashing. I need some more water, but I can't do it because we got a game on our hands. Valoran or Monkey. He has 2 fighting, but he also has Wolfie, and he has everything except for Gaialis that can cover the wreck. So he does pick the Monkey. Carib versus Flowmaster. Flowmaster bringing in the Wolfie Scunch. And Sizemunch and Grandpa on Carib's side. Let's see how turn 1 gets decided. So I think Flowmaster has a really good start, personally. I think Scunch Wolfie is really, really good here. There is no Kinu for the Sizemunch, so if if he wants to, he could switch in Gaialis and get a wreck off next turn. But remember, Volphy is kind of a pain in the ass, so who knows? Maybe if he can live the Plague and the Perfect Jab. It's usually only Perfect Jab for Skunch, right? If he lives both of those, right? Sizemunch can just uppercut and use his Grandpa to attack Volphy turn 1, and it should die. If he's attack Sizemunch, right? I'm pretty sure Hypoxia... Hypoxia uppercut kills Volphy. And if Perfect Jab Plague doesn't kill Sizemunch, and it lives and it gets trapped, and Sizemunch Wreck goes off next turn by switching in a Gaialis, it's going to be trouble. Because that's just a lot of damage. Yeah, it's going to die because of Skunch using Suplex, but I think it's definitely going to put in a lot of damage. So yeah, now the more and more I think about this, Kirub does have a really, really strong start with this counter pick. He takes out the monkey. Plague onto the Piggy Pig. Traps it down. Oh, it is Windburst, so it's not the Hypoxia special attack. This is the Control Grandpa. That is why. So, with that Perfect Jab, that means Suplex. It's going to destroy. But, we also have Pig. It's full speed. It's going to Hypnosis the Skunch, right? So, it's going to be... Or the Grandpa if it's full speed, which it is because it's Control Grandpa. So you can use a Pig Turbo, Hypnosis onto Skunch. And also, Pig doesn't even have Hypnosis anymore. Thank God, by the way. That shit was annoying. Thank you, Crema. So it's going to be a Turbo Pig, and it's going to be Hypno into the Skunch. And then it's going to be an Energy Drink onto Skunch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh, dude, that would be so funny. Imagine Energy Drink Skunch. And it just suplexes the shit out of this Grandpa. Oh, that would be so epic, dude. Oh, that'd be so good. Gaialis coming in. Plague on a Grandpa? Wait, this isn't Turbo Hypno? Hypnosis on a Gaialis? Ripperonis and the pepperonis of that Hypno. Yo, that is the slowest Turbo ever. Did he have Naga on his team? Is this a low SV Pig? Or is this just no speed Pig? What? Yo, is this HP special attack Pig? What is this? I'm genuinely confused. I don't know what kind of Pig this is. It took a decent amount of damage from the Plague, so it's HP for sure. Yeah, but even if it's max speed Grandpa, that means there's no speed on Pig. I'm actually confused. If he has Naga on his team, I understand if it's low SV. Yo, hyper kick for 32. Bamboozle onto the Gramps. Plague hitting. Crystal Bite coming on through. Death. It is a death. Ripperonis and pepperonis. Gaialis with War Drum. Alright. So Bamboozle did block it, but all it did was allow for... Honestly, I don't even think Plague would have killed. So... Technically a wasted turn for the pig. Alright, you Bamboozle bot. If Size Munch comes in... I mean... If Size Munch comes in, it doesn't have Wreck, so... So Wolfie can Tornado... Or Pig can Tornado the Wolfie. So... Now you can heat up here. And he has to switch out the Wolfie. This should be Tornado heat up. Tornado kills Wolfie, I'm pretty sure. And then you just start having fun spamming Bamboozle. Right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong, chat? Hashtag kill the pig. Yeah, I think Tornado kills the Wolfie here, especially if it's special attack. Yo, if it has Oshi though. PogChamp. Oshi the Wolfie. Send him to the moon. Send him to the moon. Sharp Stab's monkey. Wait, Sharp Stab's faster than Pig, dude. Oh, Bamboozle. Oh, dude, what is with the speed? Oh, bro, the spread is insane. Dude, that's an overexertion. What the? Dude. Yo, Carib, give me your pig spread. This is OP as fuck. Yo, Saga, thank you for the follow, bro. Do you heat up again? Honestly, yes. The answer is yes. No balls. He can literally click heat up right now. He probably thinks Wolfie's gonna get hit, but realistically... It's just gonna be a Bamboozle spam Pig. He should rest here. Pig should rest. And Sizemouth should heat up. And then just start spamming Bamboozles, dude. Now that you know Sharp Stab can't break the Bamboozle, I think Flowmaster's in trouble, man. Or Bamboozle yourself as Pig. Oh my god. Heat up, heat up, heat up. Heat up. Oh my god, heat up. No, you clicked wreck! No! I wanted another heat up. It's not that bad, but come on. Let me see more heat ups, bro. Heat up, heat up. We want +4 monkey. No heat up, no balls. Bro, imagine the heat up and then Gael switching next turn, bro. Oh, it would have been disgusting. Wait, tornado kills size munch. Tornado kills size munch. Wait, is... He should rest. Rest the monkey. Rest the monkey. Does tornado kill here? Honestly, that's a big question. I think or tornado kills here, right? He would overexert. He has hand fan on the pig as well. So what do you do here? Do you bring in Volphy? No, because Gaialis... Wait, Gaialis came in on a death, right? Or it was in before, because it used stamina. It has hook kick, I think. This is fine. Yo, +1 defense with double screen still did a lot. Dimmock kills the size munch. That's not bad. Crystal Bite on the pig. Oh, 1 HP! Is that good or bad? That's good, right? He just puts it back on the bench, starts bamboozling when it comes back out. That's actually really good. Oh, dude, that's rough. And the reason why I say that, so, okay, if you're new to, like, the competitive play, sometimes it's better for a Tem not to die, and sometimes it's worse for the player when a Tem doesn't die. So you kind of have to know which one it is. Like, let's say a Tem overexerts, right? And it has like 40% HP, and you bring it down to 1% after it already overexerted. That's a free turn for you. But if it's a situation like this, where Pig has Bamboozle, it has Fainted Curse to be able to be switched in later in order to get the that as well. It's actually better for the Pig to live here. Sometimes it is better for a Tem not to die, and sometimes it's better for a Tem to die so it gets a free switch in. So yeah, Pig gets swapped out. It's going to be able to switch in later. This is... He doesn't size much wreck and overexert here, right? Ooh! That Gauss is kind of dead. Size mode wreck doesn't kill! Or sorry, Savage Suplex. But yo, he still has Ninja. It looks like there's a door right behind me. No, there's no door behind me. The wall. I'm in the corner of my room. Okay, so I have like a smaller room and it has like a weird setup to where I just have my desk right here, my door out to the blank twice confirmed, and then yeah, I go into the hallway right there. The door is right there, and then I have my bed, closet, everything there, mini fridge, all that. So I have it in this corner so like my webcam doesn't show like my entire room. That's all. So Size Munch can... The room is only a corner. Give us a room tour? Why? Why do you want a room tour? Show the room? I can't right now, dude. We're talking about Club Wars, bro. Dude, you're trying to say my room is more hype than Club Wars? That's fucked. Wait, he left the Size Munch in. If it lives, oh my god. Oh, oh, dude, I actually thought it was gonna live with 1%. I actually thought it was gonna live with 1 health. Imagine, dude. Alright, so right here he can Plague the Skunch and Bamboozle the Volphy. Skunch dies, and then if Two-Vine kills the pig, yeah, GG. And the Volphy's gonna have an extra turn of Bamboozle. So, yeah, Carib wins this because Skunch can't attack. Bamboozle goes on to the Volphy. Plague kills the Skunch. If he Feather Gatlings the pig, the Bamboozle has 1 more turn, and then he can double Plague and win. If Pig dies, if Pig would have died. I mean, I guess this is fine. Damn, that's actually so risky, bro. That's so risky. Imagine Windburst not killing there. Imagine Windburst not killing there, dude. That would have been a throw from hell. Yeah, Plague gets the kill here. And Carib takes it. So tying up the series to 3-3. GG. Alright, alright. We got game number 7. The series is tied up, dude. All of these games have been sick. So we have Carib versus Dirk here. Carib has won 2 or 3 games, and Dirk has won a game as well. So let's go, let's go, let's go. Running it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Let's get it going, baby. Alright, we got some bans in here. We got Lawali getting banned first. Dirk is then banning Naga. So, he has Plague, he has Gaialis to deal with it, but nothing like too crazy to deal with that Naga. So he decides to ban it out, and Volphy is picked first for Dirk. This does really well against Monkey. Usually whenever they have Monkey, you normally just want to pick the Plague, the Volphy here. It singles out quite a bit of Tems, takes away the Monkey, takes away some Grandpa situations, and does well against the Pig as well. Surprised the Two-Vine wasn't banned, guys. Everyone's banning the Two-Vine. It's crazy. I think it's, what, Volphy Volarin? Because he's orange side if he has Doppel. If he picks Volarin, it's Two-Vine, right? I don't really see any other answer. Unless it's Gaialis. Like, Volarin or Gaialis, maybe? Alright, so it is Volphy Volarin. Actually, he has Grumper. But Grumper kind of gets hurt by this Plague. Gaialis isn't bad. Two-Vine isn't bad. I think Kinu's okay. We do know it's aerobic, but he does decide to pick the Gaialis up for the counter pick. Let's see what he decides to ban. Alright, so he does ban the Kinu. It makes a lot of sense. A lot of people ban Kinu on second ban. It's just easier that way. Banning it first is pretty rough because there's usually Tems that you have to ban that are really good against your starters. So you usually ban those threats first, and then you're able to ban Kinu later. Usually you're I mean, I wouldn't say okay, but usually banning Kinu first is pretty rough unless you are running a lot of neutrals, and it's the only mental that they have. Alright, alright. So, does decide to ban the Grandpa. He only has Valoran to be able to do with the Nidrasil, so maybe he wants to pick that up. That means Grumper probably won't see as much play as he picks it. Never mind. So, Grumper coming in to be able to deal with the Valoran later on in the game when it has -1, most likely. And we have Kinu Giles. Kinu is almost always picked up whenever it's free, right? And now it's going to be a decision before for Monkey or for Pig, right? So, with the Monkey, let's see. With Monkey, there's Plague. That's kind of it, right? Also, this is Hand Fan Pig with no speed. So Tornado is just gonna like decimate it, right? I think it has special attack Hand Fan. It's HP special attack, I think. So you can definitely go Pig here. This is definitely a Pig game, right? It does well against the Valorant as well. The only thing you're gonna have to worry about is the Grumper, but you can just bamboozle yourself since Grumper has lower speed. I think this is a really strong Pig game. Yeah, he thinks so too. Nice. Alright, so we got the games underway. Karub versus Dirk. 3-3 tied series. Dirk running up with the Gialis Volphy, and Karub going in with Volphy Valoran. So let's see how these turns go out in the first 3 turns. Look at Grumper's sexy face. Screaming during 5-head plays. Yeah, that's not who I am though. I don't be screaming, dog. Yo, I didn't click start record again. Dang. I guess I'm just gonna have to take the games off of Twitch. Ripperonis and pepperonis. I'm pretty sure Karub is aerobic. I think so. I don't see it being anaerobic. Not with his team, I don't think. I don't know actually, because he does run no speed on like everything. He just kind of understands that he's just gonna be slower, and he says fuck it. Yeah, I think if he doubles Gialis, it would be really strong. Volphy is most likely going to plague the other Volphy, trap it down, so... Oh, this is a trap on the Valoran, bro! Wait, this is trap on the Valoran! Oh, this is so good! Oh, this is so good for Dirk. Plague onto the Valoran. And if he Feather Gatlings, he's going to get Thunderstriked. Oh, it's Noxious. Oh, it's anaerobic, bro. That's why he swapped. Oh, shit. This isn't that bad. This isn't that bad. This is actually really, really good for Karub. Oh, my God. I thought it was aerobic. We haven't seen his Valoran. Yo, this is actually really good. Kinu can Hypnosis. Oh, shit. If this was aerobic Valoran, this would have been 100% the play. But because he didn't know if it was aerobic or anaerobic, he didn't have the info. This isn't nearly as good. Oh man. He has nothing to do with Kinu. He can Hypno the Grumper. If it doesn't have Energy Drink, it's screwed. He can literally just Noxious Bomb the Volphy slot and Hypno the Grumper. Get more special defense procs. The only thing he has to worry about now is Dirk's Valoran if it's Doppelganger. But even then... Yeah, he knows too, dude. He knows. Oh no. This Overexertion is what he's trying to do. He knows Giles is going to get Hypnoed. So it breaks the Hypno here. Now he's going to Noxious Bomb. Is this an Overexert? This is Overexertion. He has no stamina. He doesn't have 61. Oh, he doesn't have 61 stamina. What? Wait. He has base stamina on him with no sweatband. Oof. Noxious Bomb is 20 stamina, so 20 with overexertion is 30 stamina, right? He's gonna gain 4 stamina. You start off with 54. That means he overexerted by 2 stamina. Because it would go to 28, right? He has base stamina. Or it's 55, I think. So he's off by 1. Dirk knew that too due to the percentages of the Noxious Bomb from the first plague. Plague coming on in. Handcuffing the pig down. Crystal Bite onto the Volarin. +1 defense. That tanked quite a bit. Nice. If he would have hit the pig, that would have been 5 head. Because then he could just plague it again. Wolfie would live with 12%. He would have the Noxious Bomb again. Yo, now the mind games come in. Is he going to plague the Volarin so if he Noxious Bomb, he overexerts again? Yo, that would be dirty. Or does he rest here? Now the mind games come into play. Wait, it's a slow pig, bro. You can plague it and hook kick it. Plague hook kick. It kills, right? Plague did 30%. Guile should do more damage to it. I don't know. It's full HP with what do you guys think? You think Plague hook kick will kill? I think it'll be close. It's War Drum Guialis, right? It's really close. If it kills Pig, it's definitely worth it. Volarin doesn't have Sweatband. If Volarin doesn't have Sweatband, you don't really care about it. Just make sure it doesn't get revitalized and it doesn't get Bamboozle spammed with this turbo that's about to come in. Turbo is going to come into play. And remember how slow it was? It was so slow. It's so slow that Plague goes before Bamboozle on Pig with +2 speed. Remember that. Which means Sharp Stab should be faster to kill it, even if Hook Kick doesn't kill it. These are all things that, like, were shown in the last game that Karu played with Pig. I think this should be... I think they should double Pig here, and then Sharp Stab should kill. Or he can Hook Kick. I'm not sure. Switching your Grumper, not bad. But he does switch out to Volarin. He brings in Kinu. He thought the Pig was probably going to die. So this definitely makes it not die. Hook Kick 45, Wind Burst. Woo! So no Turbo. Yo, I don't think this Pig has Turbo, bro. No, yeah, it does. Wait. Yeah, it does. Because it used it on the Grandpa. I don't think it has Bamboozle, though. It didn't Bamboozle once last game. I wonder if it has Sharp Rain. If it has Sharp Rain, Grumper's going to take an okay amount of damage, right? Did we see Sharp Stab? No, we saw Sharp Rain. It used Bamboozle? Okay, okay. Oh yeah, because it bamboozled in between the Plague and the Sharp. Okay, okay. My bad. I'm just forgetting turns. So it's Bamboozle, Wind Burst, Sharp Rain, Turbo. We saw Rain onto the... Yeah, it's hard to remember who played Pig in the series. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I know Carib has Pig, but I thought another player has Pig. Yeah, he doesn't have Oshi, he has Sharp Rain. Hypno, Pigs don't have Hypno anymore. Or are you talking about Kinu? Pig is faster than Grumper, right? Then he can Bamboozle. I don't think Pig has... exactly. Okay. Alright, so Kinu gets switched out into the Volphy. Getting more Kinu buffs is always good. So Crystal Bite comes in. Onto the Volphy. Really good read. 22%. Bamboozle. Coming in onto Pig. Drill. Oh, it doesn't have Drill. Dang. Yo, Electric Storm being wasted. Pretty easy to bamboozle a Grumper, guys. You better put that Drill on it. What other item would you put on Grumper if it's not Drill? I'm actually, like, I know it sounds troll, but I actually think Grumper is, like, Drill's the only item you should put on Grumper ever. Either that or energy drink. Energy drink, umbrella. I think Edie comes into play more, to be honest. Yeah, I think I like umbrella. See, the thing about it though is, like, if you're using Grumper to deal with Naga players, I think Drill is better. But if you're running it to be able to deal with, like, Grandpas and like, you know, the Kinu Hypno matchups and all that, I think it's definitely better to run energy drink. Drill for the 1 SP Golder. True, bro. Freaking true. 1 SP Golder. Doesn't even need 1 SP, it's slower anyways. You can only bush for evasion typically. Yo, this timer's running down, man. I think this is really good for Karub, I think, right? He has the Volorend in. Alright, so we'll see what happens with time. Remember, in Spectator, it's not the actual time. Like, time is really weird for it. Orange might have already used a turn, but it's still sitting there counting down the orange timer. It might be Dirk wasting all the time. Well, not wasting it, obviously, but using up all the time. Alright, so Gal switches out for Volphy. Volphy switches out. Kinu? Oh, he's getting that Pig. Super tanky, bro. Here we go. Grumper being switched out as well. Into the Volorend. So he kind of needed to get the Volorend in, especially if it is, ooh, Sharp Rain. So, yeah, Sharp Rain is one of the moves. We saw that earlier, so no surprise there. Brings it down to 88%. So this is, I think, a really good turn for Dirk. I think he definitely has, I don't know, actually. Nothing can kill Pig, right? Nothing can kill Pig, so Pig can actually use Windburst into Volorend, so if it uses any attacks, it does a lot of damage, right? And he can Beta Burst with Kinu. So if Volorend uses Feather Gatling or anything like that to gain some speed, I think it actually dies to Beta Burst Windburst. Does he want to do that, though, is the question. Plague onto the Pig. 29. If it's Feather Gatling and he doubles in, it's dead, I think. Turbo Choreography. Toxic Plume. Okay. Keeping the Pig alive and snaring, so. I guess having higher speed onto Kinu maybe is good. I don't know. Fainted Curse is going to be able to activate, and Volphy should die to... Okay, so remember, Plague is faster than a 2-prio Pig move, so Beta Burst is going to have to be used in order to kill Volphy before the Pig uses Windburst. Right? So, if he Windbursts the Volphy, Volphy Plagues first, so Volphy can kill the Pig before Windburst kills it. We saw that in the last game. It's such a slow Pig where Plague was first. So he has to beta burst it. But he switches it out. Okay, okay. So, let's see. Is it because he was going to Hypno it? Ooh, Tornado. Wait, is this a special attack Volarin? The special attack Volarin, I think. Fainted Curse coming in on a Gyalis, or I think it's Volarin, right? Yeah, I think Volarin made a lot of sense. Unless he thought it was going to be faster for the pig. So nice, nice, nice. That actually worked out really well in Carib's favor. How slow is that Kinu? I think he has no speed on either of them. I know it ate a Crystal Bite, so pretty tanky. No, his +2 is slower than a 0 Volarin. It was a Tornado from a 0 Volarin. Or are you saying the base speed of 3 Prow is +1? Well, that makes sense. So he is asleep, he gets his Volarin in. He uses Hypno, so he can use Turbo if he wants to here. But Gyalis is kind of a problem. Maybe bringing in Gyalis and Toxic Looming, but Gyalis is still going to attack first. He can't Toxic Plume this turn. If he gets a Toxic Plume onto Volarin, it's really, really good. With the -1 attack. Gyalis is in a good spot, I think. Bringing in Grumper. Ooh, baby. How's he gonna kill the Grumper? Oh, with Gyalis, duh. Okay. Derpin over here. Hook kick. Oh, it's Doppelganger. Okay. Yo, I was actually confused for a second. I was like, how did it do that much damage, bro? I think even with -1 attack, Crystal Bite kills. I don't know, it's really close. It's really close, actually. Man, Doppelganger's so good on Gyalis, man. How do you kill Gyalis here? Wait, does that mean he has to bring in Kinu to help Gyalis tank? I think Gyalis lives a Thunder Strike, sorry, an Electric Storm, and Crystal Bite if Kinu comes in for +1 onto the Gyalis. I think it lives it. Not 110% sure, but I'm pretty sure it lives it. He still has to deal with Nidrasil, bro. He also needs Kinu to revitalize. Alright, so Kinu does come in. He's probably going to try to make it live. He doesn't kill the Grumper, man. Oof. Double screen coming in. Crystal Bite 14%. Thunder Strike onto Kinu, okay. Alright, so Gyalis overexerted. Which means Double Gas should kill Grumper. And he can either revitalize, or he can just attack the Gyalis slot with Crystal Bite. I'm pretty sure... Oh, it's War Drum Gyalis. Okay, okay. So this is probably revitalize on a Gyalis. No, he can't, actually. Wait, he has to double gash Grumper. Revitalize Gyalis. Double gash Grumper. It just still comes into play. Yep, yep. So I think Honestly, Giles can come in now. Right? It has Sharp Stab? It has Sharp Stab up. It can kill the Kinu slot. He brings in Volphy to tank it. He can bring in Volarin. If he brings in Volarin, he can Hyperkinetic Strike the Giles. But I still don't think it kills Giles there. Wait, it's Special Attack Volarin, remember? Wait. I think Special Attack Volarin kills a +1 Special Defense Giles. Oh, it'll be really close. If it's full speed, full special attack Volarin. Oh, Dirk thinks so too, so we're gonna see something crazy, dude. Kinu is +2 speed though, so Beta Burst is a thing. But Beta Burst should not go first, actually. So does Beta Burst kill the Volarin because it's no HP if it's speed special attack? The Doppel is most likely on this Volarin, so swapping in to turbo the Volarin might be a little risky with the Doppelganger. It is +4 special defense, but it could be a little risky. That would mean Kinu would die, Hyperkinetic would go into Gialis, right? Or it hit the Volarin. Oh, baby. Here we go. That's gonna hurt a lot. 5%, dude. Crystal Bite, ow. Ah, that does kill. And it kills because it's no HP. Allergic spread? Dang, how do you kill the Nidrasil now? I just realized, yeah, Giles does have Doppelganger on Dirk's side. So it's not Doppelganger, Volarin, my bad. Dang. Yo, where's the rock shield on Volarin, bruh? No, I'm just kidding. How does he kill Volarin here? He has Giles, I guess. It only has +1, so... Kinu gets, well, +2 now. He cannot let this Volarin... He cannot let this Volarin get a Revitalize off. He already Revitalized. If he turbos here... I don't know, actually. If he turbos here, it's pretty good. So, okay. Grumper has double screen, which means Nidrasil has E-Drink. Usually it's a debate between Nidrasil and Grumper having Energy Drink. So Nidrasil has to have Energy Drink if Grumper doesn't have it. It's just like a staple on Nidrasil. Wait, Volarin? Wait, Giles? Giles can't die, right? Giles can't die. This is actually really good for Dirk. Oh my god. Oh, it definitely can't. Wait, what? Is that a timeout? Oh shit. Carib just timed out. Yo, that's a second timeout in this club war. Yo, that's... Oh my gosh. Yeah, Gallus can't die though. I think Carib would have lost anyways. I don't know. Okay, so we have to think about this for a second. Even if he wouldn't have timed out, right? How does he kill Gialis? It has a -1 attack, sure. But as soon as Kinu dies, how does he kill Gialis? If he puts the Bark Shield on like he was going to, I guess Volphy does? Oh my god, yeah, -1 attack. Toxic Ink kills. That's max attack Nidra, that's right. I think that, yeah, that would have killed anyways though. I don't know, man. It's hard to say, but it is the second timeout in the game, so that's pretty rough. It doesn't get the Revitalize onto Volarin. Doesn't get a Hypnosis that it may need. I don't know. Because what would have happened is what? He would have Hypnoed, Nidrasil Bark Shields, so no Hook Kick, and then he uses Revitalize onto Volarin. I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Narc hit. Jeez, Narc does a lot. Yeah, energy drink on Nidrasil. I don't know. I think Dirk would have won anyways. Honestly, it's really hard to say. Hyperkinetic still does like nothing. Okay, so I think if he Hypnos, he either has to Turbo or Revitalize the Volarin. Does he want higher Hyperkinetic strike damage? He also doesn't have Sweatband on the Volarin to be able to carry either, so I don't know. But the game is going to go Enigma's way, and they're going to take the lead 4-3, and one more member on the squad. GG's. All right, we have the final game, or the final member, I should say, which is going to be Norbert. Oh, I did KYBO. KBYO. Okay. My bad. Alright, so it's going to be Norbert versus Dirk, and we're going to see some raise action on Norbert's side. So this is the first time us seeing Norbert here. And here we go. We have Dirk coming in to try to snipe the last member of Exotic French. First man being Naga, and let's see what they decide to do. So he only has Kinu if and I guess Narcoleptic with Nidrasil against the Skunch, but he decides to ban it instead. Both members have 2-Vine, man. It's not banned. Imagine losing to typing. Oh man. Yo, it's not my fault I don't know how to read. It's not my fault, I swear. Just trying to think of what these starters are going to be. Starts off with clicking the 2-Vine. So this helps wall off the Volarin alright. It helps wall off the Nidrasil as well. Here we go, dude. 2-Vine versus 2-Vine. Yo, where's the Doppelganger 2-Vine, bruh? Is that the hidden tech, Kappa? No, his Gaialis is the one that has it, so. He picks Gaialis. He can pick Raise very, very easily, right? Gaialis, this should be a Raise pickup. You already get the minus speed onto your onto the Gaialis like you may need for later on in the game. I think it's pretty strong. But he does go with the Volarin here. 2-Vine Volarin against the Volphy Gaialis. Now he's gonna think about the next ban he has to decide on. See what he decides for. Man, I would have really liked that Raise there, though. Go Raise. You ban. You can either ban Volarin or Kinu. Yeah, I think Raise would have been really nice here for the start. getting the minus speed on the people that you need it to be on. And then you can start ramping up. The raise gets picked up. When it comes to this team, it's looking like Volorin, Nidrasil, and Tuvine. Tuvine is the counter pick based on Barnshee or not. Actually, I think it's Tuvine regardless. Yeah, so he decides to pick Gaialis, and he can definitely pick the monkey here. It's not a bad option. But yeah, picking the Barnshee. I think it's going to make Dirk want to pick Grumper, yep. And it makes him wants to pick Grumper. Alright. Game number 8, Norbert versus Dirk. Wolfie Gaialis coming in for Dirk's side. And Norbert brings in Tuvine Volorin. Let's go, let's go! It's Orbert, bro. We got Orbert. Now it's fixed, Kappa. Alright, so turn 1. He can only double gash. Now it depends. Oh, wait. Yo, he's gonna do the same thing as he did last game, dude. He's gonna bring in the Wolfie. He's gonna play the Volorin, and he's gonna switch in Grumper. It's gonna be the same exact play. Except he thinks it's gonna be aerobic this time. What do you guys think? Same play? That's why he brought in the Grumper? I think it's the same play. Yeah, I think if you would put Grumper and he was planning on doing this start anyways, I think he could have used Nidrasil or Tuvine. So he doesn't. He decides to Plague the Raise here. Wow, that took no damage. What? Snare on the Raise. Snaring out the handcuffs. 76%. Aerobic. Double gash coming through. Alright. So that was definitely Norbert's favor, I'd say. Especially with the snare on the handcuff. Really, really good. I feel like this is a tanky raise. I don't know. I know it's half damage from Plague, but seems like... I know it's like full HP, but I think it actually has defenses. I honestly, for some reason, I actually think it's HP special defense. I don't think it has speed on it. But we'll see. If it has speed on it, that means Embers goes before Giles and Wolfie 2 Prio. So this is going to be a Dust Vortex into Raise slot most likely. Since Wolfie has no threat here whatsoever. So bringing in Barnshee might be a better play, but then he has Crystal Bite. I guess he would have to Tuvine here. He would have to Tuvine into Toxic Plume to drop the attack of the Gaialis. But is that really the play is the question. Wow, okay, so he switches out the Gaialis and brings in Grumper. Remember, he can't lock down with Plague because of the Snare. So if he Plagues the Volorin, it's not going to do anything. Barnshee comes into play. This is really good, actually. He does not! Oh, baby. The value, bro. The value Grumper. Yo, the value Grumper coming in. Yo, Grumper can't die, bruh. Yo, Grumper's gonna be a god right now. Now, what does he want to do with Wolfie is the question. So if he electrics... Yo, this is Sandstorm Electric Storm, bro. This is Sandstorm Electric Storm. 120,000%, right? Sandstorm, Electric Storm. It's going to do so much damage regardless of what comes in. This is so good. Except for Two-Vine. Two-Vine's like the only thing that he can really bring in for free. But if he brings that in, then it doesn't do good damage against Grumper. This is actually really good. Oh, dude. Sandstorm, Thunderstorm, bro. Come on, Dirk. Make me happy, bro. Yeah, let's go. Look at the damage, dude. Holy shit. Dude, that was such a good setup. Oh my god. The raise is down to 8%, and Ductor goes off getting the heal, and Giles goes to 31%. Yo, what a huge turn, man. That was a disgusting turn. Yo, Plague kills Giles, bro. You can't hook kick. No, it's -2 speed. I'm kidding. Kappa Kappa Ross, dude. Don't listen to me. Frag out. Yo, that was a disgusting turn. Alright, so -2 speed Volphy. Giles is always going to go first. It did a lot of damage, but it's still... Norbert still has an edge in my opinion. Maybe. My brain is thinking he still has an edge. He has to keep Grumper alive to deal with the Barnshe Volerin though. It's such a good counter. So I think Grumper's going to have to sit on the bench until the end of the game. So that it's a 2v2 where Grumper is going to be able to shine. Wait. Gael switched for Volerin, dude. Does he think a Plague's coming in? Yo, do not tell me he Fire Tornado the Nid. Oh, he Embered it. That's still okay. That's an HP defense Nid, I think. Yo, that was actually a really good read, by the way. He switched in Volerin. Oh, he doesn't have Doppelganger, though. He thought Nidrasil was coming in. He has allergic. He can allergic spread here, just in case Volerin switches out. And the -2 special defense allows allergic spread to do some decent damage. He doesn't have Doppelganger, which means the Volerin on Dirk's side might be able to put in some good damage. If I remember correctly, does Dirk's Gialis have Doppel? And I think the answer was yes, and we don't know the item on Volerin yet for Dirk. Pretty sure the answer is Gialis Doppel. So Volerin, if it hyperkinetics here with allergic spread, it's going to have -3 special defense. It might actually kill. Well, it won't kill, but it's going to do a lot of damage, and I think allergic spread might actually do get the killing blow if it lives a hyperkinetic. I don't think Nidrasil lives hyperkinetic. I think it's HP defense, not special defense. And it has energy drink. So Gauss comes in. This is not a Toxic Plume turn, is it? Okay, hyperkinetic Nidra, right? It is. If it lives with allergic spread, it's nice, but no shot. No shot, dude. Nidra's going down easy. Tornado? I forgot its special attack. Yo. It's Hand Fan on Volerin. That's what it was. Okay, okay, okay. So he brings in Grumper immediately, dude. Volerin is faster than the Gialis. So now... Wait. Dirk's in such a good spot here. Dirk's in a fantastic spot here. Dang. Even though Ninja still died, he's still in a really good spot here. Yo, Ninja still literally came in, said hi, and died. Sorry, he said hi, 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 and then died. Because all of his faces have to say something before it actually dies. So Grumper is going to be attacking the Voloran, and the Voloran on Dirk's side is going to hit the Giles to make sure it's dead. He brings in Raise to drop it though. The speed doesn't matter on Voloran, man. It doesn't use Hyper. It's just using the special attack. Yeah, like it doesn't need the Hyper in order to deal damage. It can literally use anything else. Whew. Thunderstrike kills the Raise. Yo, Voloran can overexert Tornado into the Giles slot here, bro. The game's over. If Barnshee comes in, he Electric Storms and kills. Even has Giles for the Barnshee. He has so many answers. He has Giles for Tuvine. And Volphy for Plague. He has all the answers he needs to kill Norbert. I do not see an answer for Norbert, like, period. Yeah. Grumper can't die. Electric Storm kills Barnshee. I think this is a bait though. I think Barnshee is being switched in to the Gialis. And Voloran on Dirk's side is going to switch out. I think it's a bait. This is a bait. But I don't think it matters. It's the only way to get a chance in the game. Voloran can save its Tornado for later to kill Giles. I think it's a bait though. Yep, it's a bait for the swap in. Knew it. So he switches in his own Giles. He's trying to find ways back into the game. I don't know, man. Yeah, Electric Storm. He's gonna tank this pretty well. Giles is gonna be able to try to attack. Dude, Tuvine. Dang. Yeah, I mean, he's trying to find ways, but he just... There's no answer. Dirk has literally all the answers to kill everything on his squad. And nothing can kill Grumper. He would need a hook kick onto Grumper, which means he needs max speed Giles, and all he has to do is switch out Grumper because it has no stamina, and if Giles stays in, it dies, and Grumper wins. So now he has to win another 50-50. He has to swap out the Giles so that the Sharp Stabs hits Voloran, but then Voloran would have to live, which it doesn't. So, like, it doesn't matter. Well, Barnshee would live it, but I don't know, man. He can honestly just Crystal Bite the Giles slot, switch the Grumper in for anything, his own Voloran. So he switches Tuvine here because he needs to kill the Gialis. So Tuvine isn't getting hit this turn. So that's the Voloran swap. That's it, I think, right here. Tuvine switches Voloran, Barnshee switches for Gialis, and then Gialis has to Sharp Stab, and Barnshee has to live it. That's like the only way to have a chance back in the game. Right? That's like the only way. he needs the Gaialis to hook kick the Grumper. Like, he needs to. It's the only way to kill Grumper. Alright. He switches in Volan in the slot. I don't think it lives a Sharp Stab. I don't think it switches... I don't know, man. It doesn't live, so it doesn't matter. He... That's rough, man. Yeah, I mean... Now it's definitely GG. Yeah, it's definitely GG now. He brings in Gaialis. Tuvine can only Feather Gatling. Wait, so do you bait here? No, because Plague is minus... Okay, wait. If Dirk switches his Volphy and Norbert doubles Gael... Dude, I'm trying to find answers. I'm trying to find answers, guys. I'm trying so hard right now. If Volphy switches and he doubles into Gael's slot to get the kill, that could have been the answer too. Doppel didn't kill. Doppel didn't kill. He has no answer to Grumper. I guess he can Beta Burst, but it's not gonna kill. Dang. He has Sharp Stab still. So that means Barnshe has to Tornado Gaialis. Which means Plague into Barnshe, but it doesn't kill. Or he can just Plague Tuvine to make it Barnshe versus Grumper, and then Grumper just kills everything. Yeah, that's game for sure. Yeah, when he got that far behind, he had to find like so many different answers. Like he had to hope for Dirk to make like 2, maybe even 3 mistakes in a row. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a kill. I kind of wanted to know if Barnshe would live a Sharp Stab, but it had like 75-ish%. Feather Gatling, another Feather Gatling would kill, but Tuvine's gonna go down. And then it's Barnshe versus everything, so. Grumper comes in, it's just gonna Thunder Strike and win. Beta Burst doesn't kill. Dang. Yo, really good games from both squads though. Like both clubs had really good games. Barnshe wins this easy. Tornado onto Volphy, Grumper Thunder Strike. His health is just gonna evaporate. Whew, that was so quick, 4 times. Jeez, Enigma takes it. They take it 5-3. Dirk getting 3 different wins in this matchup. GG.